Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And I'm Eddie Francis. Good morning.
And on the other side of the glass is super producer, super social media guider of the interns all the weekends, Nyron Sanders. Good morning, everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Of course, we will get into the weekend recap. But, of course, come on in, y'all. Join us at the foot of the overpass on Norman C. Francis Parkway here on the campus of Xavier University of Louisiana. We never really say that portion of it because Zula is something that we say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Zula, like when you check your email, you check your Zula mail. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I get that.
That was
part.
a tangent.
Yeah, that's okay. We can go back to that tangent later.
Yeah, but say good morning, mind your manners, and join us here on the Front Porch. Grab yourself a comfortable chair, a mug, or a tumbler of your favorite frosty or steamy adult beverage, and chill with Eddie and I as we are getting back together. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has been a minute.
Yeah, I did listen to you last week.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it was actually entertaining. It was entertaining. So I listened to your show on Saturday. I've told you I listened to your show on Saturday. Because you have some really good content. But you have quirks about you that I know that are entertaining as you present information. So it's that's what I'm saying. Like it's not heavy.
Yeah.
So it tends to be light, and even if the subject matter.
Yeah,
you tend to try and deliver it lightly.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest about this. I can't do Black and Mad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Black and Mad gives me a headache.
Yeah,
I've done Black and Mad.
Yeah,
I've done it. I've done Black and Mad on.
It's not sustainable
on consecutive days.
Mm-hmm. It's not sustainable.
It's always it. I always have a headache at the end of it because the question I have is, okay, we talked about the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The problem needs to be talked about.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get this out there. What are we going to do about it? Because and I know that there's nothing you can do on a show, but at the very least, what you can do is walk as a community in a direction. Like let's walk in some direction. Let's figure out what we can do with the opportunity. So, but the other thing is I like to laugh.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah. No, you will tell jokes that even if only you laugh at it, it still lifts the mood. And that part is like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're already dealing with something that's heavy and is like, as you're listening to content, it can feel like it's laying on you, and then you get like a joke, and here you laugh, and it's like, okay, all right, I can breathe and then move forward with the content.
No, thank you.
So
I
that
appreciate
matters.
That. I mean, it really. And I think, there is science, too, that talks about what happens when people are stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
Our cortisol levels, the cortisol that's released, and how it affects us physiologically.
Yeah.
And Black folks, we stay stressed out. So we're always sick. We are always sick. And half the time, we can't figure out why it is that we're always sick. And it's because we are constantly stressed out. We live in stress. And then for those of us who like to keep everybody else stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I got this one friend, this dude doom scrolls on a daily basis, and he will send the latest post about what upsets him. These days, it's almost always politics. And one day I texted him in the group chat. I was like, yeah, because this is a group chat thing.
Not the group chat.
Can I tell you something? I can't stand group chats. Group chats get on my damn nerves. But anyway, so I was just like, yo, man, you realize that the current administration does this deliberately. Like they are always, always, always putting something out there in the media to keep folks stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
also
that's how people spend money.
and also to take your mind off of the stuff that they're really doing.
Right.
Because while they are running, because they know how to use the news cycle, right? So I'm like, yo, chill. Now, how do you understand this? I do understand the situation. I know who I voted for in November. I understand the situation.
Period.
But bruh,
Yeah.
daily?
Right.
He slowed down, thankfully. I don't know. Somebody talked to him. He had to walk with Jesus. I don't know what happened, but he slowed down lately.
No matter the process, the end result was necessary.
Exactly. I don't care who did it. I don't know who's responsible, but I just want that person to know, thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate you. In the words of that Afro-American poet, Tupac, you are appreciated.
Lord have mercy. Well, we appreciate you referencing that. Today is December 1st, and it is two things that are happening today, but most importantly is World AIDS Day. And we do need to have some conversations about how people are laying it low and spreading it wide without barriers.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and we need to talk about how we can make sure our young people, but also our elders, because the nursing homes
they wild.
are breeding grounds for STDs and STIs. And here in Louisiana, we at the top of the wrong list. New Orleans and Baton Rouge. We're in the top 10 in the nation.
I actually heard this a few years back, actually. And I've told people, I say, there's this person who came, I forgot, maybe it was on one of these radio shows, where a guest talked about the nursing homes and the wildness. And
then people say, I'm old. I am not dead.
It makes sense to me.
And they ain't got nothing but time and opportunity.
It makes perfect sense to me.
You can set up a schedule.
So I've said this to other people. Hey, no, not grandma, not grandpa. I'm like, yeah, grandma.
Yeah.
But I had the same response you. I was like, they got nothing but time.
Nothing but time. So I think.
And they're in the last quarter.
Yo.
So they're just like, well.
But I also want y'all not to be irritating each other's bodies. Because, the STIs, when I say breeding grounds, they be in that popping Viagra and having a good time. The Astroglide be on fleek. Yeah. And it's like, I get it, but just because we're avoiding pregnancy, it's still got to put barriers there.
Yeah.
We got a comment that says, Kimba, holiday heart is a real thing. I believe that, but please protect your genitals and also your heart. Yeah, because there's some things that you can get transmitted sexually that will impact your vascular health. So please soothe your loins and your body, but put a barrier there.
Listen.
There's no judgment here. Just take care of yourselves.
Nobody is saying don't make yourself happy somehow.
Not at all. Listen, you and a willing participant and a person who is able to give consent, that means that person is not a minor and that person is not either high or drunk. They or on a narcotic that they can't make a sound decision. As long as you're having sex with people who can give consent, y'all enjoy. Protect yourselves though. Because again, what was one thing can cause blindness, another thing can cause sterility, another thing, some of them will lead to death, craziness. So take care of your things. And it seems like as time goes along, there are more and more different STIs that they're letting you know, right? Because you had the thing where it was a skin to skin disease, then you had the mpox, then you had what else did they call it? I mean, they keep coming up with so many different ones, which were probably there before, but y'all gotta put some barriers between you and the people that you're doing your exercise with.
Well, I mean, so we learned about this during COVID, how viruses evolve.
Yes.
And we learned that viruses continue to evolve. So it would make sense that, on a serious note, it would make sense that if this is happening in nursing homes and they're in this contained area, right, and it keeps happening, and you have folks who are probably honestly thinking, I'm in the last quarter, I like this person likes me, we still get urges. Kaboom. I mean, it makes sense that if you have that and it's going to continue to happen, then yeah, the viruses that come along with it will continue to evolve. So it makes sense. But I started Googling and I put STDs in, and it continued in nursing homes. So apparently this is
a
this
thing.
is something.
No. I know this is not something that I made up or saw in. Well, I did see it a couple of times in a movie, but it's a real thing.
It's a very real thing.
It's a really real thing.
And the AI overview immediately comes up saying STDs in nursing homes are a growing concern due to factors like lack of awareness, a decrease in comprehensive sex education for older generations, and the nature of communal living. So that's what I was just, thinking about. They're in this contained area, in this contained community. And so it would make sense that unfortunately, it would make sense that viruses would continue to evolve in those environments.
Yeah, that's the way things go. And I'm saying enjoy yourselves, right? Everybody be in agreement of what you're gonna do, but please put a barrier between yourselves. Because I mean the communicable ness of,
Yeah.
the issue.
You can't
why complicate your life?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't you want to at least? I mean, I know I'm okay. I'm in the third quarter, so I at least want to live my last quarter as healthily as I can.
You in the third quarter?
Yeah, 55. Yeah,
stop it.
Yeah, I'm be 56 in June.
No, not yet. Not yet.
The barrier has been crossed.
You got a little while.
Yeah. No, I'm not acting like. Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the Twilight Zone segment. Kick the can. We gonna play a game of kick the can. I mean, I'm not doing that. I honestly had this thought this morning that my 55-year-old brain feels much more robust than my 21-year-old brain did, but it wants to learn more than my 21-year-old brain did.
Okay.
Yeah. It just feels a lot more robust right now. And I'm on this thing where, Harvard has all these free courses you can take.
Yeah.
So I've just bookmarked like 20 courses that I want to take. I got through one so far.
Oh,
and I bookmarked.
how long do they take?
It varies. So some of them take a matter of weeks. The one I did was like, it was a half day course. So it was on resilient leadership, but some of them take a couple of weeks. Some take 4 weeks. Some take a traditional 8-week term. And some of them are almost a semester actually. But yeah, it's a bunch of, but it's good. It's really good courses, and Harvard's not the only one doing it. So it's a bunch of well-known institutions like Harvard, Yale, NYU, Stanford. They have these free courses online you can take.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dope. And those are on your bucket list to do.
Yeah, not a bucket list, but it's there's some stuff I want to learn.
Okay.
Because I be wondering stuff.
That's fair. That is definitely fair.
I be thinking.
So, this weekend, Bayou Classic.
Oh yeah.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about, but that's what I'm saying. When I say super producer, Naren was out there Friday.
Uh-oh.
He was out there Saturday.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he did anything Sunday because I was inside on Sunday with the exception of my new adventure that I can't wait to share with y'all.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Naren was out there with the interns. How was that? Teacher.
Yeah.
Nah, for real.
Teacher.
Nah, for real.
Hey, that's what interns are students.
Yes, they are. Shout out to my babies. If y'all was watching us on social media this weekend, you see all the great things that we did. I just be trying to give, these young folk these opportunities like somebody
he
gave
30.
me.
Right. You hear that, huh? He ain't even at 30, but he's sounding like he's 30.
So now,
Sir,
let me ask you this: do you now have a whole new respect for your professors at Talladega?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, absolutely. Yeah, it's a different breed, especially when they close in age. Because it's like you still, because they look at you like, oh man, you a peer. I'm not. All right. I need you to move when I say move. It ain't a suggestion. Come on now. But but they did good. Shout out to Reagan and Jayla.
I bumped into y'all Saturday. I bumped into them Saturday. Did I see y'all Friday?
I don't think so.
I don't know. There was so much going on this weekend.
There was.
We really are going to
There
have a good time. But before we take this break, y'all, I want to give a happy Founders Day to my sisters. Today is Founders Day for the Order of Eastern Star. So,
cool. Happy
shout
Founders
out
Day
to my sisters. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. But yeah, we're going to take this break. Stay tuned to the Front Porch right here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Hey, WBOK family, Ron Richardson here, host of Conversations with Ron Richardson. Join me this Saturday live, November 15th, 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. as I welcome CEO of Crescent City Addiction and Recovery, Mr. Anthony Thomas. And we'll be discussing all the different programs that Crescent City Addiction and Recovery has to offer those who are suffering with addiction. This is an interview that you don't want to miss. Please tune in, and thanks for your continued love and support.
Good morning and happy Monday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News, and here's a look at today's headlines. Happening today, the New Orleans City Council must vote on a budget for next year. It comes amid a growing budget deficit, which Mayor-elect Helena Moreno says could total more than $200 million in 2026. Moreno says her budget plan will include furloughs and layoffs to non-public safety positions. That vote by council members is expected this morning. Then something not happening today, that Border Patrol operation in our city. NBC News is citing a source from Homeland Security who says the operation will start sometime later this week. Approximately 250 Border Patrol agents are already in town to carry out the Trump administration's latest immigration enforcement crackdown. And the NOPD is searching for whoever is responsible for a triple shooting that left one woman dead and injured two others. It happened yesterday evening in Central City, moments after a second line ended. We're told a 26-year-old woman was found shot on Magnolia Street. She later died from her injuries. A 16-year-old boy and an adult man were also injured in the gunfire. And finally, big sports news. Lane Kiffin has landed in Baton Rouge and will officially address the media as coach of the LSU Tigers. That is expected to happen later today around 3:30 p.m. And that's a look at today's headlines. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News. Have a great day.
Tired of the impersonal, one-size-fit-all style of banking? You deserve a bank that delivers exceptional service and personalized attention to your needs. That's the Home Bank Standard. Since 1908, Home Bank has been a trusted financial partner for businesses and families because we go the extra mile to help you reach your goals. See for yourself why Home Bank is good for business, good for life. Stop by any New Orleans area location or find out more at home24bank.com. Home Bank, member FDIC.
You've got responsibilities, but that doesn't mean your dreams are on hold. At Southern University at New Orleans, our evening and weekend college is designed with your life in mind. Finish your degree. Start a new one. On your time. Your degree. Your schedule. No excuses. Just opportunity. Visit suno.edu and make your next move today.
Every year, the lights return to City Park, and as if by magic, so do we. Families reunited, kids wide-eyed, old memories meeting new ones. Celebration in the Oaks is more than a holiday tradition. It is where New Orleans comes together to shine. Don't miss the magic. Make Celebration in the Oaks your holiday tradition and help City Park shine for generations to come. Go to celebrationintheoaks.com and grab your tickets before they're gone.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And I'm Eddie Francis.
And on the other side of the glass is the super stretcher.
The super stretcher.
Did you see that? I caught all that. I took pictures of all of those things.
Oh, his
Yes.
mouth was open and everything.
He was leaned back. I was like, wait, was he a gymnast too? Oh man. So Bayou Classic 52.
Yeah.
In the books. A time was had, even for me.
We mean even for you.
Listen, the way I don't really be liking people, and people in mass like that, I had a time. I had a time. Now, I didn't go to the game.
Right.
And of course, I did not go to the Battle of the Bands. I've done enough of those in my lifetime.
Right.
But I had the experience of traveling downtown with Imari. So I did tell you I am catching the bus.
Yep.
So I'm on public transportation. It started off because of the parking. Making me angry at the cost. Because, I mean, if I'm there all day, okay, fine. But if I'm there for 3 hours, 3 days a week, that's $50. I'm not doing it. I could be eating $50 worth of food or having a good drink, but no. So, yeah, not just for my car to sit there. Anyway, we caught the bus into the city, and we came in early because we were helping Zach Griggs with the inaugural wellness yard. So, shout out to Zach Griggs and shout out to Jumping for Joy Double Dutch Club. Shout out to the Epsilon Nu chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out to the Epsilon Chi chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Shout out to the Gamma Alpha chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And shout out to the NOLA Souls of Kelly School of Dance and Miss Adrienne Petit Thomas, who came out and helped us kick off the inaugural wellness yard. And shout out to Joe and the Free Agents Brass Band because they did handle that second line really well, well. But it was a cool time. There was an organization called EHBCU that was directly to the left of us, but we had live double Dutch demos and people learning how to double Dutch, which was really cool. And this conversation started on Wednesday when Doc Griggs, he was like saying what he imagined it to develop. And I was like, I know some people. And some people showed up. Like they really, really answered the call I put out on, I think it was maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and for them to be out on Saturday. And shout out to everybody who came because everybody was able to get a ticket to the game.
Okay.
Yes, with their participation. So I think we gave about 40 tickets to the game.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was
they got to
really
see a
dope.
good game.
Yes.
They got to see a great game.
Oh, my God. Go Jags.
Man.
Go Jags.
Hold on. All I got to ask, I don't want to take you off your point
you're
here,
good.
but how many times is Grambling going to count their chickens?
Yo.
I mean, because this has happened like maybe the past, 3 or 4 out of 5 maybe years?
Yo.
Where it looked like Grambling had the game.
And then they did an Atlanta Falcons.
But you know what it is?
What is it?
Every time Southern plays Got My Whiskey, it turns the Superdome around.
Really?
I've that song is
it's specifically that song.
I'm telling you, I have been out because the last time I went to the game was probably three or 4 years ago. Yeah, I went to the game 3 years ago, and Grambling had the game, right? Southern played Got My Whiskey. The whole Superdome, at least 50% of the
Right.
Superdome sang in blue and gold, sang that song, and it was like you talk about the ancestors.
Yikes.
It
And
was
activated something?
It was like the spirit of Lakumba just permeated throughout the Superdome. And Southern, they came back.
Mm-hmm.
And Grambling, those folks from Grambling did not think it was going to happen. Like, they thought the game was done.
Uh-huh.
They thought it was done. And Southern, like the last couple of, last few minutes or the last part of the fourth quarter, whatever it is on any given year, whatever it has been during any given year, they have come back every time. And I'm just like,
yikes.
Man, that sucks for Grambling, man.
Yeah. It was a great experience for what I participated in.
Mm-hmm.
There were like companies, LCMC, New Orleans East Hospital, Aetna, Susan, Southern University School of Nursing, Xavier University, the medical school, I think. And multiple different organizations were out there. They did screenings. They ran. I was there when the game ball got there, because they ran it from Baton Rouge.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes, I think they were Army cadets.
Oh, that's cool.
That ran, but we got there as they were running it in.
That is
which
dope.
Was pretty
That's really.
I was
dope.
like, this really a real thing, huh? Okay. But yeah, everybody ran a leg from Baton Rouge to here. Then Fan Fest, they had 2 Chainz, BJ So Cold. Who else was out there? Of course, Wild Wayne was out there. Shout out to your homeboy Wayne. And I'm trying to think of who else. It was so much going on. There were giveaways for different things. Matter of fact, I played this like Plinko game at Home Depot. I won a $100 gift card.
Oh, congrats!
Like,
look at you, nice weekend.
It was just like, what is all the things? But it was such a great, energetic weekend, and I didn't wince when it was time for her to go.
Yeah,
because she was with me most of the morning. She danced on Saturday, Imari, and when it was time for her to go, she and her friend they went to the game, and I wasn't, anxious.
You didn't feel tense.
Yeah, because the
anxious.
energy in there, like everybody was happy and light and excited, for the battle, and it was a lot of trash talking.
Oh yeah,
a lot of
especially
trash
this year
talking, and this year the crowd was balanced. Because normally it's a bunch of Southern.
I actually read that on Facebook. Somebody wrote about that, and he said it was actually a solid 50-50.
It was a balanced crowd. So representation and support. And some people, like, they were splitting. Maybe mom went to Southern, kid went to Grambling, vice versa. There's a lot of those things going on. And no, the crowd was pretty balanced out there. And I've been saying go Jags for a minute, but I was like, I don't know.
You never know. But that's the good thing. That's when you have a good rivalry. Whenever the records say one thing, but the game says something different.
Yeah.
That is a good rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, that's a quality rivalry. Because I mean, looking at Southern and the kind of season they were having, and I know people from Grambling were thinking this. There was no way they were supposed to win that game.
Right.
And they came in there and they had their whiskey.
Yeah. That is insane.
So the last moments of the Bayou Classic, my father-in-law was with me. He had come down from North Carolina. And he had gone to Winston-Salem State's homecoming and South Carolina State's homecoming. So, Halima was like, Dad, you got to go to Bayou Classic with us, So we took him, and, my father-in-law, he doesn't have a college degree or anything, but he really, really enjoys the college environment.
Yes.
He really got into it when, he took my brother-in-law to North Carolina A&T, and he took Halima to Hampton. So he really got into it. And so he had been wanting to see other Classic games. So we said, well, listen, come down and come to Bayou Classic. We got you, blah, blah, blah. And I will not forget.
What?
We actually decided to sit on Grambling's side.
Oh no.
Because there were all kinds of discussions and everything. I was like, you know what? Let's just sit on, let's see what happens. Let's just sit there. Whatever. Fine. No big deal. And it was fine though, because it was just
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean this the wrong way. It was just toned down enough for Halima and her dad. So it was, that side was just toned down enough. But they got to see Southern from the other side.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And my dad and my father-in-law, he looked over there and he looked around the Superdome. He said, man, I ain't never seen this many black people in one place so happy in my life. He was like, Lord, y'all really do it down here. And I was just like, oh, yeah, this is the Bayou Classic.
Yeah.
This is the best HBCU Classic.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
I've never been to like the other ones. I've heard about the other games, like the bowl games within the SWAC and whatever else.
I mean, you see them. Well, I'll tell you. I'll put it to you this way: the energy you see on TV translates much better from the Bayou Classic than other classics, like Turkey Day Classic and Florida Classic. I don't even know if they do Circle City anymore, but it just, the energy translates a lot differently. And you got the bands,
right?
You know, and I mean, I'm trying to think, you know, if you were to look at two bands in a classic, I mean, you have the regular rivalries like Southern and Jackson State,
right?
You got that.
And
but when we talk about a classic,
TSU?
Say again.
Does Southern play TSU?
Texas Southern?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
So yeah, so you got
like
that.
Ocean of Soul.
You got the Ocean of Soul.
Listen,
and the
Mark,
Jukebox.
I put them in there for you.
Yeah, you definitely got that. Southern and now you got Southern and FAMU going at it. But when it comes to classics,
yeah,
the Bayou Classic is
unmatched.
The Bayou Classic is tops, I think.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It has got to be. So, you know, it was it was funny. My father-in-law had me dying laughing.
He was overwhelmed.
Look at
all of us.
He was happy.
Everybody's good.
And he was happy.
Nobody running.
No, he said stuff like that.
Really?
He said, he was just like, man, everybody looks so happy. And everybody just having such a good time. And the bands, Lord, these bands.
And the whites that are here acting like they got some sense. They're outnumbered. Yeah. Listen, yes, people be trying it. 504-582-9422. Hello, Elwin.
Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Eddie.
What's up, Elwin? How you living?
I'm doing fine. Where's Braylon? He took off again, or is he off all the time?
Perpetually off.
So he is not in the building today, but you know his joshing and reply will be waiting on you when he returns.
Well, to me, he's off every day because he doesn't have no connection with his head.
Oh Lord. That's schoolyard ribbon.
So that makes him off every day.
Elwin.
And I know you can't answer for him.
This is going to turn ugly when he returns. I am going to stay out of it. I'm giving you the floor to say what you want to say, but whatever response you get, I'm out of it. Okay? That's
don't
fair?
worry. I'm ready for the response.
All right. Well, go for it.
Cause I got one too.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay.
There we go. So how was your weekend, Elwin?
My weekend was okay.
All righty.
It was okay.
That's
It
all you
wasn't.
got?
It
You
wasn't
didn't
good.
listen to any?
It wasn't good, but it was okay.
Okay. Well, I'll take okay. What did you do? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched the games this weekend. I didn't want Kansas City to lose, but they lost.
It happens. It's all good. That's the one that has Mahoney on there?
Yes.
I was glad they lost.
Mahomes, yeah.
Yeah.
Mahoney.
I don't know. Same thing. Same difference. I was pleased that they lost.
Well, I mean, I'm
Not a fan.
pulling for Kansas
Not a
City
him.
because,
Oh,
see,
his
I
wife.
like Kansas City. All
Say
right.
again.
I'm pulling for Kansas City because I like Kansas City. All right.
Oh, I
But the
mean,
thing
I'm
is,
not
I
deterring
don't.
you from doing
But I
that.
don't. But what I don't stand for is Pat Mahomes going with Trump. So I'm caught up in the middle.
No, you're not. You choose to be in the middle.
Uh-oh.
Now, Kim, do you want to be in the middle?
I don't, but thank you for the offer. Absolutely not. But no,
Okay.
there's a choice you're making to be in the middle. You don't have to be entangled in things that
Well, I
not of
mean-
your suiting.
I mean, I like Kansas City because they got Clyde, whatever his name is from Baton Rouge. He's a good
Clyde
running back.
Edwards-Helaire. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they got some LSU players on the team.
Don't let me yuck your yum. I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't like him or his wife.
Oh, oh, you don't like him or his wife?
Nope.
His wife got to do with this.
You were saying that you didn't like that he went with Trump. I said that's a choice. I said I don't like him, and I don't.
Well,
mean,
yeah, I don't like him because he went with Trump. No, I don't.
Mhm.
But I go along with the team because the team is not with Trump.
Gotcha. Well, listen, we have to take this break, Elwin. We're gonna talk to you later. You give us a call back, all right?
All right, and the guest at the movie is Bueller's Day Off.
There we go. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Nyron, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No one.
Hang on a second. There you go. All right, there you
Okay.
go. All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right, I'm out.
Later.
I'm out.
Laters.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned to the Front Porch right here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK
Today's a
from
WDSU first
WDSU.
warning weather
For all your
impact
news
day.
and weather,
For
watch
possible heavy rain
WDSU
for the
News,
evening commute
New Orleans
and
leader in
overnight
live,
hours. The first half
local,
of the
late
day
breaking
will be
news.
mostly
Today
cloudy.
at noon and
Highs
4
rise from
p.m.
62
Hey
to
everybody, it's
69.
Grayling Bryant Banks.
Rain
And
starts
Kimber White
late
Dupree
afternoon.
From the Front Porch.
Some combos are too good to miss. Now you can pull up a
Visit
chair to the
DePaul's
Front
new
Porch
LGS Health
anytime.
Center
Just
at
search
2801
WBOK Media
General
and
de Gaulle
subscribe
Drive
to the
to
Front
receive
Porch
primary and
podcast.
preventive
Down.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Comparing the cost of wills, successions, and trusts.
A will might only be a few $100s, but your family could end up paying more in legal fees.
Trust costs more upfront, but saves time, stress, and potentially thousands.
Think of it as paying a little now to avoid a big bill later. Smart planning means big savings for your family. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And I'm Eddie. What the hell is going on? I'm Eddie Francis.
And on the other side of the glass is Nyron and Charlotte. I don't understand what you're talking about.
There's just nothing. Never mind.
All right.
Don't worry about me. I just keep hearing sounds going in
That
and
let
out
me know
and
you
out
don't listen
and
to the
about.
show. You're not on. You don't listen.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have that question.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just. You know what? I'm like. You know what?
It's all
let
good.
me just sit and just
It's
take.
all
Let me
good.
just take what's coming. That's. let me just deal with it.
It's all good. It's all good. Josh thinks Mahoney is in Police Academy. It's the same. It's the same to me. 6 one way, half a dozen another. You know, it's whatever there. I have no I have no
Police
real
Academy. That's hilarious.
real feelings about that lady or her weird husband. Anyway, moving
about that
along.
lady.
Yeah. So Bayou Classic, the game at the end was a flip because I checked in online after Fan Fest. I was out. There was too many people. I was like, all right, my social media, my social battery is dwindling. Let me go home, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just cool to like see my senior who's gonna be going next year as a college freshman.
No.
Yeah, it was really cool, and I was glad that she wanted to hang out with me because sometimes kids be like, "Mom."
Yeah.
She indulged me with all the crazy.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, has she selected a
Yes,
place? Yes.
but I'm gonna let her come and tell it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is she gonna come here with the baseball hats?
We may even do. I think we are. We've been
we're gonna
talking
do-
about that. I
we're
think
gonna
we're
do
gonna do
the-
signing day.
Yeah, we're gonna do the selection.
Yeah,
and
I think we are gonna do signing
Yeah.
day. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's always funny to me when they do it. So now the thing on signing days,
Mhm.
and this is a football thing. It seems it's to just straight up disrespect. A couple of now. These dudes, they'll line up the caps so they'll have like Ole Miss, LSU, Florida, right? And they'll sit there and they'll look at a cap and they'll throw it aside and look at another cap and throw it aside and put the cap
dramatics
on.
of it all.
And then they'll do something really cute, like take the cap off their heads and then put the jacket for a fourth university on that nobody saw coming,
Mhm.
and so they go through all that. Now, in the days of the transfer portal. I don't know if you want to do that because you might.
I mean, you might do that and then change your minds, which you do get the option to do.
Yeah, you get the option to do it, but there might be one of those universities you kick to the curb that you want to transfer to.
Yeah.
And they.
I don't get. I mean,
Yeah.
people are entertained by poor behavior.
They
Not
are.
so extreme as like you're causing physical harm, because I think people draw the line where you're being like verbally abusive and actual physical harm. But
Mhm.
people are entertained by people being snarky and yucky.
Yeah, and it's encouraged.
Right.
It's encouraged. It's-
But you and I talk about personalities all the time, right? If I burn a bridge, it is with all intentional, but it's all intention. But that's as a result of an event, not
Right.
just throwing strays.
Yeah, because you had a reason to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing that with this trend has been going on for about a decade, I guess, more than a decade. But I'm always disappointed in the parents who support the behavior.
Yeah,
because don't this isn't a show, and
this is not where you want to shine, but you also don't want to tarnish that, because if you tarnish your presentation, because people want to, if they want to market you, you got to be sellable.
Well, and the other thing is that, and I find that this is especially hard to deal with football players.
Mhm.
High school football players think that they're gonna, they think they're invincible. They don't think they're gonna get hurt. I remember talking to a group of students when I was living in Dallas, and let me tell you something. Dallas made me hate football.
Yikes.
I used to love football,
Okay.
But living in Dallas made me hate it because people in Texas, football is such a religion to them.
Football is life.
It is. And when I was in Dallas, I'll never forget, and I think I've told this story before, where, Halim and I were watching the news, and it was breaking news for some kid to announce where he was signing. A high school kid. They broke in. There was breaking news for some child to announce where he was going to be playing football. Now, first of all, I was flummoxed. I'm like, okay, this is really breaking news? This kid is in high school. Who cares?
Was he a really good student? I mean, was he really good at playing his sport?
Apparently he was, because they thought it was breaking news. And the poor child, and I'm not trying to make fun of him, but the poor child could barely talk.
Yikes.
Like he was like, I decided, and I'm going,
everybody who had influence on that baby needs to go to jail.
So I'm looking at the parents standing right behind him, and I'm going,
that touched that baby, everybody who has some sort of influence need to go to jail.
Right. And I'm sitting there like, man, come on, seriously? So then I go talk to this group of students at one of the high schools, and almost every boy in the classroom was a football player.
Of course.
Almost every boy in the classroom. And at one point, I said, hey, for you guys who are football players,
please make sure
that you have your backup plans together.
Backup plan for
why
what?
did I say that?
Backup plan for what?
Why did I say that? Because everybody in that classroom knew he was going to Division I.
They going to the league. What are you talking about?
Everybody.
Oh, I've taught them in
everybody.
I've taught them in third grade. Do you hear me?
Yeah, well, these were seniors. And come to find out,
they don't start like that.
The one with the biggest mouth in the room, who I thought was going to be some kind of superstar because he was talking the most noise in the room, was going to a community college in Kansas to play. Now, that's not a bad thing because he could go there and do well and then transfer to a D1. And I was all for it. But that dude was talking to me like he had a flat-out scholarship to, I don't know, to doggone Michigan or Texas or, he talked to me like I need to get my stuff together. That's how he talked to me. And then I told this story because, I have a few friends who played for Tulane. And one of them in particular told me this story about, listen, somebody got hurt on the field and I watched this. He told me, I watched this dude get hurt and his knee was turned one way, his body was turned another way. And all they did was move the practice down the field, and they were like, good luck and God bless. Not Tulane's fault, but this is college football. And the kid was just like, well, Tulane is sad, so it doesn't matter.
That is nauseating. That's a lot. That is a lot going on. That's a lot going on. I don't know.
But people encourage that behavior. That's the point. And to your point, it got on my nerves because after living in Dallas for 6.5 years, I learned that people were encouraging that behavior.
Yeah.
And that was aggravating to me. It was so aggravating. And to see all these black boys who felt that they either had to play football or some sport or basketball as a close second, or they had no value to society.
But we also have to look at the messaging that's been sent to black boys.
Yeah.
Because there's some framework around why they see the value in only a sport and not other interests.
The condition to think of themselves as a commodity.
Correct.
The condition to think of themselves as a commodity.
So then we also have to look at the parents and the fact that they look at the kids sometimes as a means to improve their own situation. So a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you I'm going to the league, I'm going to the league in third grade. They didn't start in 12th grade saying I'm going to the league.
You're right, yeah.
That started way, way younger.
And you sitting there looking at somebody with little skinny legs like, okay, listen. Listen, crazy legs.
Like, baby, they're going to have to wrap you up in aluminum foil and padding because they're going to knock you around. But hey, I'm not going to kill your dream. I'm just saying you need a backup plan.
And that's the thing. What aggravates me is when you say, okay, let's do a backup plan. They're like, stop killing the boys' dreams. Nobody said don't go play football. I didn't say that. What I said is that when a football injury is bad, it is bad.
Right.
And
so what else you gonna do?
So you got to figure out
What's
what
your
the
other
what the
means
other plan
of supporting
is.
yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Stay tuned, y'all. It's the Front Porch right here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
This news report is brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans.
This is Dr. Jaquil Ross, the host for Talk That, NOLA Education, brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans. On Talk That, we'll be focusing on the amazing work of educators and students happening inside and around public schools in New Orleans. Our school communities are full of so much talent and promise, so let's talk about it. This month, we'll be joined by Jamar McNeely, Jarrell Bryant, and Dana Peterson for a discussion focused on the importance of Black men in education. Also, we will hear from Kathleen Harris, Dr. Sheila Guidry, and Dr. Kelly Jordan to talk about how NSNO and NOLA Public Schools are supporting a growing English language learner population in our schools. Following that, we will have a conversation with a few representatives from NOLA Public Schools to talk about the upcoming enrollment window for school year 26-27 using the New Orleans Common Application process. So tune in to Talk That, NOLA Education, every Monday at 12:30 p.m. on 12:30 a.m. To learn more about NSNO and our programs, visit newschoolsforneworleans.org.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with the Ukrainian delegation in Florida as peace talks with Russia continue.
As we've made progress, I think there is a shared vision here that this is not just about ending the war, which is very important. It is about securing Ukraine's future.
Key sticking points include Ukraine giving up territory and limiting its military. The Moratorium Now coalition recently rallied in Detroit, Michigan, demanding full funding for SNAP and the Affordable Care Act. Despite the recent shutdown, food insecurity is rising, with thousands seeking aid daily. Advocates warn cutting ACA could harm millions and urge redirecting funds to food, healthcare, and housing. And Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams has been cleared in an alleged airplane incident after BravoCon 2025. Federal authorities say she was falsely portrayed as the aggressor and will face no charges. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
Oh, I get it now, and I'm Eddie Francis.
And on the and on the other side of the glass is Naira, and it just clicked.
I'm a quick study.
There you go. There you go. And Eddie.
Yes.
We got some company.
Oh, cool.
On the Front Porch. Super producer Naira Sanders has set her up to be to join this conversation, and y'all have heard me talk about her. My friend, my homeroom classmate, Anitra.
Oh, homeroom. That's
Hi,
cool.
Good morning.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to the Front Porch.
Senior 11.
Yeah, senior 11, class of 1994. She's y'all have seen some of our exploits. We've been outside when she comes here, and she just had a real outside weekend all weekend. As you can see, we are also sorors, but we went to different schools. And so she has on her Grambling State University Tigers jacket. She got a right shirt on underneath it, but
We HBCU. We
yes,
HBCU.
yes. How was it? How was it this weekend?
Oh, it was amazing. I had a different look. When I attended Grambling State University, I was a part of the world famed Arkesis Dance Company.
Oh, really?
So I was used to
dope.
being on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So I was excited to get back on the field this time and see some behind the scenes. I reconnected with some old friends, some old Arkesis,
Mm-hmm.
future president, current president and past president of Grambling State University. So it was exciting. I was standing right behind Glorilla.
Oh, that's cool.
So you got to get on the field and you got to have some out. Did it feel different this year, like to be in the crowd? Because I usually avoid it all.
It really did. It felt, it made me really proud to be a part of this experience, being a part of a HBCU. There's just nothing like it. The Bayou Classic, I think, brings together two schools, and of course, we are rivals, and it's all love. You know, we were expected to win this year, and but you know, it's all love. We'll just try it again, try it again next year, and it's a big family reunion. But it was different. It felt different. Maybe because I had a different point of view, being on the field and being behind the scenes. Went to the Fan Fest. That was Saturday morning.
Yep.
If you missed that experience, that was amazing. There's a lot of freebies they give out. 2 Chainz was there, and Eva was there. The crowd was amazing. Beautiful day.
Yeah. The weather was
sun was
perfect.
out.
It was.
Yes.
The weather was
It was
perfect.
Wasn't too
perfect
hot, wasn't
day.
too cold, just right in the middle. And it just, everyone seemed so excited and so happy, and it really was a nice time. Great atmosphere.
Yeah. Now I went out of order, and I would be remiss and also reprimanded if I did not ask. Tell our listening audience a little bit about yourself. We all know you went to 35, of course, and she was an Eaglet there, and captain of the Eaglettes and captain of the modern dance team. I was on the modern dance team with her.
Okay.
I was a cheerleader.
Okay.
They couldn't talk in the stands. I was not about that life. On the field is where I let out all my aggression. Blue. Yeah. Now let's go tumble. Yeah, but being in the stands, no, having to maintain some sort of control is not for me. So tell our people a bit about who Anitra Williams is.
Okay, so graduated from McDonough 35 in 94, like Kimba said. I think I was number 4 out of 400.
Probably.
Probably. So I studied really well. I got to Grambling State University because our Jolene Jeff, who was who was over the Eaglettes at the time, also graduated from Grambling State University, and she danced there, and thought it would just be a great opportunity for me to expand my dancing career. Also, my chosen field was nursing, and so I toured the campus and left 35, left home, and went to North Louisiana. But actually, I had a great time there. Our goal is, our mission, our slogan is
Where everybody is somebody.
Where everybody is somebody. And I really, really did feel that at Grambling State University. Going to class really felt like I was home, and the teachers really poured into us. They were like our parents, back then, and I really felt really great being there. Danced there for 2 years, went into nursing school, got married after I left there, lived in Shreveport for a long time, and raised a family there. And then back in 2001, we decided we wanted to come back home, and I was actually here from 2001 to 2005 up until Katrina happened, and so raised a family, have 4 kids. One's 23. No, one's 24. One's 23. I have a 21-year-old, and I have a 16 at home. And none of them graduated from HBCU, but we did try. But they are doing well in their respective fields at the moment. And So we're here in '05. I worked at Ochsner Hospital. I was a nurse there in the NICU. And then Katrina took us out, and I moved all the way to Marble Falls, Texas. And I actually really didn't move there. I relocated with a church that I was going to here at the time. And there's a story and a book, a play that was written. I was in the play, and then I'm also in the book. The book is called How One Church Survived Hurricanes Katrina and Rita. So it was about 200 of us who evacuated at the time from New Orleans to this area here in Texas. And that's why I raised my family. So my son was 3, my daughter was 2. They were going to Victory Fellowship on airline at the time. And so I've just been out there, started off with Nurse Family Partnership out there. Then I was the coordinator for Head Start, managing 14 different sites and 2 counties. So learning to drive in Texas when, in New Orleans, you can get anywhere in 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm kind of tired of driving most of the time. So when I come home, I fly because it's 56 minutes on flight. So my kids played sports, and so we were always traveling, for baseball or something. So I don't care to drive anywhere. And then recently, so I'm saying we did that, and then we also, I worked in the hospital for a while, but then it wasn't working for my family. So, of course, I looked down the entrepreneurial road and found my niche in marketing and sales with Mary Kay, the company, and became a sales director in cars, diamonds, building unit, all that. So I felt alive then again, because, nursing kind of has you placed. Placed for 12 hours. And so, I enjoyed that time, but then it was time to move on. So I learned how to do that. And so after that, I went back into the hospital just because, extra income to do some things. And now I work for home health in sales. So I'm not, in patient care anymore, but I help build our business with our home health company. And now I'm, looking to relocate back home now. Kids are all out of the house, no longer with my ex. And so I'm just ready to live life and come back home and be with my parents and my sister. And my sister still lives here. My brother lives away. But just trying to come back home and see what I can do here in the community. And I've dedicated myself to be a content creator right now, so I'm looking at trying to do that.
Okay.
I love videos and putting things together, so it's a little bit about me.
Courtney Brown said, Camellia said, hey, your Camellia Street family.
Yes.
Coco said, hey.
Yes, Camellia Street. My cousin lived on that street. Shout out to Tannen.
Hey, Tannen
Williams.
From the one and only Brassaholic.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
See, he was also in our homeroom.
And believe it or not, people didn't know we were cousins.
I didn't know they were cousins. I would have never put it together that they were cousins. And had you not told me in the last 2 years, I would have never picked up that y'all were cousins. We had other Williams in our homeroom.
Right.
We had a lot of Williams. Elvin, Kenya, you, Tannen, was it Brian Williams or Wheeler? I mean, we had it was all W's.
But we rode to school together. But we didn't have the same friends, though, I guess. He was in a band. I was Eagle-eyed,
Yeah, well, that's how it works here.
Yeah, so Williams is too common to assume you are related.
Well, no, but I mean, so what's funny is y'all actually have a soror named Melissa Buchalter, who I went to Loyola with. And we didn't find out until after we both graduated from Loyola that we were cousins.
Yikes.
We had no earthly idea. I was at my dad's house. She walks in with her husband. And I was like, Melissa, what are you doing here? And she goes, oh, you didn't know? And I was like, no. What? I didn't know what? And so my dad was like, oh, yeah, that's your cousin.
Yikes.
He always did that to me, too. He always did that to me. Like, I would be talking about somebody. He's like, oh, that's your cousin.
Oh.
So I was related to half the city.
I'm related to so many people.
A lot of us are.
Yeah, I'm related to so many people in the city. And because I have different behaviors than a lot of my relatives, both good and bad, that people don't assume that we're even connected to each other any kind of way.
It's the same thing with me. Yeah,
people will talk to other people about me or talk to me about people I'm related to. And I'm gonna let you talk. And then it's like, well, how do you know? So that's my cousin. It happens a lot. So,
it happens all the time.
When it comes
all right,
to
so
this
Anitra, I have a question for you. Okay. All right, your kids who have their degrees.
Yes.
Are they looking to get advanced degrees?
Yes, actually, well, my daughter, she is at SMU. She's getting an advanced degree in sports management.
Okay.
She graduated from University of Arkansas. She was actually on the track team.
Oh, okay, very cool.
There, and so she was doing that. My oldest son graduated from Texas State with a degree in computer science, and he is now working for Oracle.
Okay.
Out in California. And then my third son is on a full ride at University of Miami track scholarship. He was like one state jumper.
As in the
long
U.
Jumper. As in the U.
Okay,
yes.
got it. Okay.
Yes.
All right, the reason I ask is that if they're looking for advanced degrees, there's still time for them to be HBCU alumni.
You're right.
That's what happened with me. I graduated from Loyola, but I got my master's from Tennessee State. So there you go.
Yeah.
So you can walk him in that direction.
And I still have one left to get through college. So we'll see where he ends up.
Oh yeah, what's he want to major in?
Actually, he has took up photography. So sometime in business. He has an amazing eye. All my kids have these amazing talents, and he takes pictures right now. For the sporting events, because he in Texas, University of Texas, so he pulls out some great stuff. My oldest taught my youngest how to do it, so I love
really
that
cool.
little partnership that they have going on. So.
HBCU enrollments are going up, so you got a shot with your last one.
Okay, yeah, right.
And the one at SMU, if she wants a PhD, she can still do a PhD at an HBCU. So there you go.
Will do
it's
never
over.
It's never over.
No, it's never over. And then with the different programs that are growing, specifically at our universities here in the city, like you have the opportunity to do a lot.
Right.
I'm always gonna big up and shout out Southern University at New Orleans, particularly because over the last 10 years they have done a lot of reinvestment into the campus, into the programming. They've added nursing. To their program, which at first it was only available in Baton Rouge, but now New Orleans has the opportunity for their students to go. And then they also have that cybersecurity degree program, which that you walk out of that job making at least six figures.
Yeah.
So we look at colleges and universities for what they can do, but also cost is a factor, and because it's a non-traditional school. Right. It supports people who are working and need to support their families, and the culture there is to assure that students they go along. And of course, Xavier University of Louisiana, quickly growing. Their medical school has been built. It is underway on the thing. They already have the PA program.
That's nice.
And the pharmacy program brings people from everywhere to come and study pharmacy. And then Dillard University, School of Nursing.
Oh, they have the MSN now.
They don't have the education department, but there are opportunities for you to get certified there in education. But their criminal justice and do they still have the Japanese business program?
No, they don't have.
Because that used to be a thing that
was a big deal.
I had a classmate that used to be in her dorm room speaking Japanese, and it was very angry language. Very angry language.
Yeah.
But there's so much to offer at the three HBCUs, and of course there are other universities that avail themselves to students in this area that call for people to come here, but so many of our kids go away.
It happens like that a lot of places. When I lived in Dallas, there were a lot of kids who wanted to leave the state. They wanted to. Right. A lot of them wanted to go to Oklahoma. They wanted to go to University of Oklahoma. They wanted to go to Arkansas. Some of them wanted to go to Kansas. You had others. A lot of them wanted to go to LSU, Texas Southern, Prairie View. So a lot of them wanted to be elsewhere. And one other thing to remember about SUNO, they're the only university in the state that has a forensic science program.
Yes.
So they have that, and their enrollment is growing. And so shouts out to Dr. Shanta Wyatt, who's doing her thing over there.
Doc.
Yeah, so there we go.
For sure.
Lots of options.
There's a lot of things that are going on. I'm excited to hear the development. I know Grambling, they have the very first woman college band director. We spoke with her last year for Battle of the Bands. We were able to get her on the line, and that I was impressed with just her knowledge and her command of as many people that go in that group. That's a lot of people, and I think I'm a pretty strong leader of young people, but. All them different. That's a lot of personalities to manage.
I mean, a band.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm built like that. But shouts out to her and all of the HBCUs that build us up, and the people who right now you thought were going to be under attack. They taught us how to pivot too, because they had to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They
exactly.
had to.
Yes.
Exactly.
So,
master pivoters
for sure.
Yeah.
But we're going to take this break. Thank you for sticking in. She was voluntold. I just want y'all to know it was under duress. She had to sit, but she made it through. But thank you for joining us here on the Front Porch, y'all. We're going to take this break. Stay tuned right here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Hoops, Heat, The Truth, On Demand. Ball Don't Lie is now live on all podcast platforms. Tap in, search WBOK Media, find Ball Don't Lie, and bring the fire with you wherever you go. Download, share, and leave that 5-star review, because the game doesn't stop when the show ends.
Good morning and happy Monday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News, and here's a look at today's headlines. Happening today, the New Orleans City Council must vote on a budget for next year. It comes amid a growing budget deficit, which Mayor-elect Helena Moreno says could total more than $200 million in 2026. Moreno says her budget plan will include furloughs and layoffs to non-public safety positions. That vote by council members is expected this morning. Then something not happening today, that Border Patrol operation in our city. NBC News is citing a source from Homeland Security who says the operation will start sometime later this week. Approximately 250 Border Patrol agents are already in town to carry out the Trump administration's latest immigration enforcement crackdown. And the NOPD is searching for whoever is responsible for a triple shooting that left one woman dead and injured 2 others. It happened yesterday evening in Central City, moments after a second line ended. We're told a 26-year-old woman was found shot on Magnolia Street. She later died from her injuries. A 16-year-old boy and an adult man were also injured in the gunfire. And finally, big sports news. Lane Kiffin has landed in Baton Rouge and will officially address the media as coach of the LSU Tigers. That is expected to happen later today around 3:30 p.m. And that's a look at today's headlines. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News. Have a great day.
Are you passionate about community safety and police accountability? Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor, we're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter. From real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Get the facts and stay informed. We're breaking down complex issues, highlighting community voices, and holding people behind the badge accountable. Join us for an informative hour every Friday at noon on WBOK. Your city, your police, your show. The Monitor's Mic.
LifeCare provides valuable whole life insurance to cover final expenses such as medical bills, burial costs, and unpaid debt. A final expense insurance policy is fast, easy, affordable life insurance that's available to anyone between the ages of 50 and 80. No medical exams, no lengthy questionnaires, and no waiting period. The application process is quick and easy. You can even apply without having to undergo a medical examination. Just answer a few questions and we'll do the rest. With the average funeral cost skyrocketing to $11,000 and Social Security only paying $255, you need simple, affordable peace of mind for you and your whole family. Don't leave behind unpaid expenses that, if left unattended, will burden your family tremendously. Benefits include a guaranteed premium that will never increase, a guaranteed cash value, and a guaranteed death benefit that can never decrease. To find out how you can get final expense insurance with a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, Call LifeCare at 800-571-9955. That's 800-571-9955. 800-571-9955.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Hello? I would like to speak to Bonquisha. Otis? Yes, this is Otis. She don't want to talk to you. Well, tell her she is going to hear me one way or the other. Either she steps outside or either she's going to hear me through the door. You know, Bonquisha, ever since you and I stopped seeing each other, I ain't been doing nothing but thinking. I ain't been able to sleep. I ain't been able to do nothing that required you being in it. Baby, I know that we've had rough times before, but we got through it. Like the time all the power went off in the house, and we had to finish cooking the collard greens on the happy heater, but we did it together. All the time that the froster didn't work on the microwave, and the turkey was still frozen, remember, we had to get chicken down from Larry's long neck leg quarter late night chicken house. Remember? But now I don't have you, and that's why I'm having these Christmas blues. Yes, Christmas blues. Sometimes I wonder, was it worth it? Waking up early in the morning to go to the Little Champ to get you 3 pickled eggs, some Lay's plain potato chips, and a Coca-Cola. I said, self, was it worth it? And myself answered back, yes, it was real worth it. I miss you, and I love you so much. I'll do anything to make you mine again. I'm also lonely, so sad and blue. I'm spending Christmas Day without you. I am very, very sad and lonely. But anyway, let me tell you something. I do have you and the kids a present this year. I had y'all a present last year, but my alternator broke in my truck, and I need my truck for to go to work. And so I had to take the receipt, take all the presents back, and fix my alternator. But I do got you a present this year. I didn't have time to wrap it up. I got it in some brown pick and save bags. Also, I got some wine. I got some cold duck, baby. You need to open the door. He quacking. I remember one Christmas, maybe 3 Christmases ago, we ran out of ham, and you said you wanted another ham. But you really didn't say you wanted another ham. I just figured that's what you wanted. So they had a 12 dozen crab special, so I got you a dozen of big blue crabs. I mean, I'm just saying, I just hope this Christmas is a little different. I just want a little turkey, a little that sweet, sweet plum dressing. I just want the kids to be happy. And, Bonquisha, I know when we got married, I vowed to give you diamonds and pearls. But when I hurt my back at work, my workman's comp could only get zirconia and Gannon necklaces. I also said that when we moved out of your mama's house, we were going to move into a place double her size. That's why I got 2 trailers and put them together. Yes, baby, double wide. All those things I done for you and the kids, but I still have these Christmas blues because I'm spending Christmas out the kids and you. I love you, Bonquisha, I love you. But you know what? One thing I want to tell you this year about Christmas, last year when you served up all the turkey and all of the trimmings and everything, when the cranberry dressing got round to me, there was none left. So please, I hope you have 2 cans of cranberry dressing in there because I love that cranberry sauce. Please, thank you, and please open the door, baby, it's cold.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And I'm Eddie Francis. Good morning.
And on the other side of the glass are both Nyron and Charla. My God. My God. Coffee. The two of them are like coffee. Yes. Coffee.
They're like coffee.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
They're like coffee. But yes, it is Movie Monday. I know you guys are waiting to hear, but of course that's going to come in the final hour. And in addition to that, make sure you stay tuned just in general because you never know who may stop by the porch. 504-582-9422. Good morning, Josh.
Hey, good morning, you two. What y'all doing?
We hanging out. We
good,
chilling,
man. How you
catching
living,
up.
man?
Right.
How you?
I'll tell you what I am doing, though. I'm sitting here listening to y'all and just saying shame the whole time. First, shame on your video of you riding with a helmet on. You know better that our generation did not wear those.
Didn't wear what?
Bike helmets.
What about it?
We didn't wear that in the 80s, bro. What you doing?
I don't want to die.
You ain't gonna die because you're from the 80s.
I don't also want to have a concussion if I can avoid it.
There are a lot of things we didn't do we probably should have done.
Right.
We all have concussions given to us from our parents. Come on now. How many concussions have you seen done on report card night?
I have seen a man who was riding a scooter, like, a push scooter, and lost his balance, fell forward, hit his head, he died.
I have to ask then. What was the complexion of this man?
It doesn't matter.
What was his age?
The death was enough.
I don't care. We don't go like that, Kimber.
And I'm gonna be completely transparent. I walk back and forth like with that idea, like, man, we don't wear no helmets. It was like, yeah, but if you fall, how that's gonna work out for you?
When you get to a certain age,
I promise you, I was like, man, you'll be all right with a helmet. It was like, yeah.
You might well should have worn the elbow pads, knee pads too.
Listen, if I was worried about me hurting or causing harm to either of those things, I would do that too.
And then y'all repping schools, but y'all don't want to rep the one HBCU that had one of the best commercials ever, at ICDC College.
I'm sorry.
That college now.
I'm sorry. I will never recognize that as an HBCU. Or really a university or college. ICDC College.
ICDC.
You don't remember Lil Romeo was the spokesperson for that?
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Name a black person besides Master P who tried to start a college at this age.
No.
Respect that man gangster.
Sorry.
That man is the millennium version of Booker T. Washington.
Josh.
Respect that man gangster.
Josh, no.
That's what y'all going to do.
No.
And also, like I say in the chat, Grambling will never win a Bayou Classic until they start putting sugar in their grits.
I don't think everybody up there puts sugar in their grits.
I don't care. I think the ones I've met, oh girl, man, when I mean one time these folks came to New Orleans from Shreveport for Mardi Gras, and my partner grandmother made some red beans. Them country bammers put mayonnaise in that red bean.
Marmalade?
Mayonnaise, yes. And with dead serious, they put a scoop of mayonnaise in those red beans. I said you should never, ever be allowed to come back in this address again.
Ah, really?
Wow.
Yes. and they put sugar in their grits. That person would never win. I don't know what kind of recruiting tool they use on your friend, but it has to be some type of hypnosis to make her leave from our school 35 to Grambling.
Did you hear about how he is a 3-5er? He's not a Ron Eagle. He's a 3-5er. Did you hear the story about that?
What is this story?
Go ahead, Josh.
Come
I
on,
want you to
don't-
regale us with how you are a 3-5er, but not a Ron Eagle.
I attended the school for my second semester of high school before I left. So we had to share the school. So I sat in the same seats as the 35 person. I've learned from the same chalkboards as the 35 person. I have used the restroom of the same 35 people. Why I'm not considered one? Tell me what I'm missing, Eddie. I reported to class at that address on Cadillac Street. What am I missing? I had 50-cent hot sausage sandwiches from that pharmacy store on Esplanade. What am I missing, Eddie? Do I need to go out there and get me a pair of pleated khaki pants and some pillows too to prove that I did this with my life? What more do I need, Eddie?
So what happened?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get into specifics, Eddie.
See, that's the thing. The details is where you lose me.
Yeah, this see now is getting more interesting.
If you don't find details to disqualify me, then I get it. I get it. I respect that choice, but I'm a 3-5er. I'm a bulldog for life. I'm a 3-5er too. I'm a 3-5er too. I'm not gonna let y'all take that away from me because of technicalities. I won't let you do that.
Well,
I won't let you do that.
There's
that. I'm standing on business on this one.
Okay.
This is like T.I. Big T son. Standing on business.
I'm gonna leave that baby alone today. He ain't bothering nobody today.
It's a locker. Now if you say, well, you ain't have a locker. That's cool. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm friends with 35ers, with Ron Eagles. My older sister is a Ron Eagle. I don't know what else you need from me.
Well, I'm not arguing with you about the 3-5er as long as you're not trying to own.
That's why you can't argue with me. And then the judge would not listen to the rebuttal of a person who wears a bike helmet at almost 50 years old. I don't think a judge would do that. You are overly risky.
All right.
Not risky, but you're overly secure. You're overly secure. You wasn't even going faster than 3 miles an hour. You wasn't even in the street. You on the sidewalk. Where can you have fallen and hurt your head? On the grass? You're not that tender scout. Stop this.
I love it how Josh's calls turn into stream of consciousness.
Every time. Listen. I'm not gonna rain on his parade. I am walking this walk with him. I am not.
What I'm saying is really almost like gospel. And you deserve a WBOK MVP. You're the WBOK 6th man of the year, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You are the PTO filler of all time.
Thank you, man. I would like to campaign for an extra $20 from management.
Well,
it's not that.
You good luck.
And a trophy.
Yeah, good luck. All I'm saying.
You can't get a hat. You get him a hat or a shirt. Oliver Thomas, keep the shirt. He's barely there. You can't get Eddie a shirt.
No, we got to buy our own stuff.
Yeah.
Damn, man. It's a hard hustle out there in WBOK, man. It's a hard hustle. You deserve that, dude. That and the theme song. And Nara, thank you. Now Christmas have officially started. Once Bonquisha, shouts out to C.J. Morgan. The old C.J. Morgan 293. Shouts out. Because he's the one that inspired the song, introduced the song in my life. So once Christmas don't start until Bonquisha get those dozen blue crabs. It doesn't start until she gets that. That is the best Christmas song, hands down, to me. That's the only one I look forward to. I know this might be against the culture, but I'm tired of Donny Hathaway's version.
You tired of what?
The Donny Hathaway's version.
The Donny Hathaway music?
No, just the version of, Christmas.
This
song.
Christmas?
Christmas song.
What?
Yeah, this Christmas.
Are you okay?
What's wrong with you?
It's just a little bit. I'm a person that, I don't really like the same things over and over, like talking about. It's just been too much.
What?
This is 50 years of listening to Donny Hathaway sing this song.
This is a classic,
Now,
though.
now I gotta get you off my line. Nyron,
Yeah,
make sure you
I know that part.
the Hot Bros, the 12 Hot Bros of Christmas. Cause
No.
then it's really Christmas. when we
And I
had
like your boy too, even though he be wearing them ski masks and stuff. That dude can sing, dude. Your vocal boyfriend.
Who?
Man, the dude, the big dude, the angelic voice.
The big dude with the angel. Oh,
the cat you like to hear around Christmas time.
Oh, okay. I was about
Yeah.
to say Ruben stuttered. Anyway.
No. Gregory Porter.
No, the cat. Yeah, girl, you got a crush on that dude.
I do. I
I know
feel
you
like
do.
I definitely do.
all the
And
tangibles more, right?
until you made me think of him, I didn't consider that I did have a crush on him. I definitely enjoy his music, but
He
yeah.
has all the tangibles you want. You height. That's got to be a qualifier for you. And
he is a big man though.
You love that.
He's
love
not
that.
just tall, he's a big man.
I know, massive man, and he has a deep voice.
Yeah. That's like my daddy.
Yeah, but you ain't looking at him at that. You looking at Zaddy. Not your daddy.
Not quite. But
He's your
yeah,
daddy.
no, he is a marvel.
He
is a marvel to behold, for sure.
He's just flat foot saying. So when did he does most of his work? During the holidays?
Well, he had those Christmas albums that he put out. So he came, I know the last 2 years, because I was able to go to those
They gave you an encore.
concerts.
He gave you an encore, right? Didn't he give you an encore?
He did an encore. I think the first year he came, I want to say he did 3 encores. Man, that was a concert. And then the last one, I think he did 2 encores. But yeah, no, good. I mean, his band, that man, that's a show. That is a show, and that's all he might clap his hands, he might tap his feet, maybe step side to side, but he ain't doing no whole lot of dancing.
He's the Luther Vandross of Christmas
standing up
singing.
there singing.
Luther Vandross.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna do much. I don't need to do much when I can sing this good.
Yeah,
So,
but listen to his Christmas album; it's really good.
If he's saying "Ain't This Christmas," I might re-like it again.
He does have a rendition, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does.
It wouldn't make sense that he does, yeah.
Yeah, he
Because he
does.
would
But
probably
he has some
definitely
original
do
songs though that are really good.
Yeah, that dude. I'm surprised. I don't know where he comes from.
He's
This dude
from
is
California. No, he's
blues
not from
somewhere.
California, but he lives in California.
I'm just saying, where did his career start as a
He was a
singer?
football player.
What kind of man? If this dude is singing to me on the opposite line of scrimmage, I'm forgetting to play.
he go sing you out of you paying attention to what's going on the field.
Hey, he's from Sacramento.
Okay, he's from Sacramento. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
and he's
wanna
a
know when his
Scorpio
singing
too.
career
Yeah, definitely. I
I
can
just
see
want to
me
know
having a
when his
crush on
singing
him.
career started. I'm like, because he just came about 15 years ago, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Let's see. He has been singing since 98.
98?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been around for a minute.
Yeah, he's been around
But
for
when he got
a
hot,
while.
When he got hot, because I'm over the past decades when I've been hearing about this guy. Prior to that, I haven't.
Let's see. So I have certain voices that I like to hear. El Jarreau, Will Downing, Gregory Porter.
I do not like Will Downing for nothing.
Huh?
I do not like Will Downing. I know you gonna get rid of me, but I do not like Will Downing for nothing.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Why? Why not? What's wrong with Will Downing?
What is
He
wrong?
just doesn't do you. Hey, I'm the same guy who called last week and said that I'm not a big fan of Aretha Franklin voice. So
Which is insane. Which is
don't try to
insane.
figure it out. Don't try to figure it out, Eddie. Man, I like what I like.
Yeah.
Will Downing just doesn't do it for me. I don't know why. Just him and that Kim. Oh man, I can feel Kim.
Now Kim is not. I don't particularly like his voice. He's not a favorite,
No,
but
no.
I know people who love him.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's still making $1. I get Will Downing mixed up with the cat from The Wood, the older version of him, the dark skinned dude.
Richard Smallwood, not Richard
I don't know his
Smallwood.
real
Richard
name.
T.
I don't know his
Woods,
real name.
think
You
his
gotta
name
call him when
is.
he was
Richard T.
named in The Wood.
Jones.
Oh, goodness. Really?
I get them mixed up. I don't
And
know why.
and
Because they're
Will
dark-skinned bald.
Downing. I mean, other than the fact that they're dark skinned and bald, I don't get they don't look
I don't
alike.
see them much, period. I don't see them much. So to me, I identify each other. Them
Yeah,
together
Will
like
has a
that.
bigger smile.
Still not
There's a
understanding
there
Will.
yeah,
Even though,
there is an
I respect
exact
the fact
look,
that
Eddie. Will
he
Downey,
survived. Will Downey almost died a little while
Richard
ago.
T. Jones.
So he survived that. So I respect that. But
Do you see where they look alike?
No.
Exactly. I don't know what
Will
other
Downey
than the
lost a lot of
bald
weight because
head
he was
and
sick.
their dark brown. I don't know what the
Will Downey lost a lot of weight because he was sick. Once again, like I told you, I don't even know that dude from that movie real name. So, but
I don't really know what's happening.
him and Will Downey and Kim. I can't take Kim. I can't take Kim for nothing.
Yeah, Kim. I don't dislike him, but he's not a go-to. He's not.
No, I don't know not one person that knows Kim's songs back to back. His album.
I don't know
Cam
albums.
knows,
I
but
know
that's Cam's
songs.
job.
Like "Love's Calling Your Name."
That's the
was
only one I know.
on heavy rotation. But he has some other good music.
He has
other good music. He's just not a. Would he be a tenor, Kim?
Yeah, I think he would.
Because he's not quite a baritone. He doesn't sing in his lower register. So at best, he might be like a tenor 2 at best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I know
just
Cam.
don't like
I
him.
don't know how I mixed up Richard Smallwood with Richard T. Jones. I just knew Richard. But we're going to take this break, y'all. Stay tuned to the Front Porch. All right, Josh. Talk to you
Take
later.
the helmet off, please. Please take the helmet off. Bye.
Goodbye. All right, y'all. Stay tuned. We'll talk to y'all on the other side of this break here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Today is a WDSU First Warning Weather Impact Day. 4 possible heavy rain for the evening commute and overnight hours. The first half of the day will be mostly cloudy. Highs rise from 62 to 69. Rain starts mid-afternoon, closer to evening. There's a low risk of flash flooding. Rain moves out before the Tuesday morning commute with lows in the 40s. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hey everybody, it's Graylin Bryant Banks.
And Kimber White Dupree.
From the Front Porch, y'all. You know how we do every Monday. It's Moving Monday.
And Tuesday, it's Trivia Tuesday.
And y'all know we have nothing but bad cheering coming through here on Wednesday.
But stick with us. On Thursday, we travel.
That's right. And Friday's Free Your Mind Friday, so get your brass up.
Something on your mind? Want to get it off your chest?
Holla at your people. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to.
All day long.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana companies through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about what the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation does, please visit www.jazzandheritage.org.
The Historic New Orleans Collection presents a new exhibition open through June 7th, 2026. The Trail They Blazed. Built collaboratively with people who participated in the local civil rights movement, the Trail They Blazed presents stories of social and racial justice straight from the people who lived them. Listen to leaders tell their stories of resistance and persistence in their own voices, recorded by the Historic New Orleans Collection. Plan your visit to 520 Royal Street in the French Quarter and reserve your free tickets at hnoc.org today.
This is Andronika Morris, host of Put Housing First. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock, where we will discuss how housing affects every aspect of our lives and what's necessary, what's needed needed to guarantee housing for all. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock as we dig down deep onto the issues that affect all of us.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And I'm Eddie Francis. Good morning.
And on the other side of the glass, super producer, super host, super, what else you doing these days? Teacher. Yeah. You're doing all the things. Shout out to you. And Charla is over there. Shout out to Dom, who is holding it down over in sales. Of course, if you are looking to advertise things for your business, bet on WBOK. Give us a shot. All right. 504-582-9422. We got some more company. I'd like to welcome to the Front Porch because they've already visited us on the back porch. Good morning to Black Adam and JB. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing?
How y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Sound like you're recovering.
Yeah, long weekend.
Y'all got a little struggle going on the phone this morning. Nice and clear Saturday night right now. So did you do some additional Bayou Classicing after the classic and the back porch?
We had to celebrate that win.
There's always additional extracurricular activities.
I got it. I feel you. So really quickly, gentlemen, we're live because you were with us on the back porch. It was wonderful to have you visit with us. Tell our listeners about your podcast and give them a bit of information about what you all are covering. I know, and I don't want to sell it. You go ahead and let our listening audience know what you have cooking up.
Go ahead, JB.
Well, we started RTD Media Podcast. Just us giving inside dialogue and facts and things about Southern sports, specifically football. Just tackling issues and letting the fan base know what's really going on from the Jaguars football perspective, so they can kind of feel, the kind of have a feeling of being in the locker room without being in the locker room.
Okay. So as you all have found a niche or an area for you all to talk about sports, what's different from your regular sports podcast or your sports shows where people are, listening for their teams and how their teams are faring in the area? And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I do not follow sports, or I don't follow the mainstream sports, if you will. We talked a little bit about this on Saturday. So what would be different from me turning on ESPN or whatever sports versus listening to you guys' podcast?
Well, I can say no difference because, sports is sports, but when it comes from someone that actually played, when someone that actually been in the trenches, as JV conveyed, we are former athletes of the university. We still have affiliation with the university. We still know the ins and outs, and we still have connections. So what we're giving, we're not just giving speculation or what they think. We're giving real time, real life information, and that's what makes it so prevalent. And people tune in because they want to know what's the inside scoop.
Now, what's another thing that you cover that I guess you may not see happening as heavily, or the coverage may not be happening as heavily on your show that we may not catch on some other sports shows?
Well, I'll say the difference with us, we probably we're reaching people that probably we're reaching and talking to people that the fan base typically wouldn't probably get a chance to see. We're speaking with board members, big time donors, head coaches, the people that really run the show. So it's giving our fan base a deeper dive into athletics, without speculation, because when the rumors and stuff that the fan base hear about coaches, coaching hires, and how things set up. Some people think some things are political. Some people think things are ran a certain way. So we bring the people on, and we are in contact with the people to give them the exact knowledge of what's going on.
Now, one thing I guess I was trying to get you to get to was the fact that you all cover women's sports, and particularly Black women in sports. And you had a unique take about it that I thought is worth sharing with our listening audience.
Yeah. So of course, we're a sports podcast, and everything that's encompassing of college athletics, yes, women's sports will be included. Southern University has, I want to say 18 intercollegiate sports, and out of those 18, 9 of them are women's sports. So, of course, we're going to be putting a light on women athletics. For example, like the WNBA. WNBA been around for 20 plus years, but now since we had said individuals to start putting a highlight on WNBA sports, it's kind of like we're doing the same thing now. We're starting off and getting our feet wet with football, which is the moneymaker, and then we're going to gravitate over to women's sports and give highlight to women's sports, because the women have been winning a lot of championships at Southern as well. So
yes,
we're going to be doing that also.
Absolutely. Now, there's big news happening in Baton Rouge. There's a lot happening on different sides of the town. Are y'all going to be having a podcast dedicated to the changes and the shifts happening in the leadership of both Southern and LSU's team?
Well, we're gonna focus on Southern. LSU has their different outlets, and we know people are gonna be covering, but we for sure gonna be covering our news. It's just exciting because you understand Baton Rouge is a football town, so
yes,
they are football crazy, especially with the hire that they just made and the press conference that we're about to have with the New Orleans native Hall of Famer Marshall Falk becoming our head coach. So it's a lot of excitement in Baton Rouge.
Absolutely. Well, Black Adam and JV, tell our listeners where they can find your podcast and where they can find you on the socials.
Yeah, RTD Media everywhere. Just type in RTD Media on Instagram, Facebook. We are there. We're cultivating a website right now. So if you guys want to, you have information in terms of recruiting, if you have some information that we know that's insightful, just hit us up. RTD Media. That's us.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the Front Porch. Now you can say you're veterans of both the front and the back porch. And we look forward to hearing from you soon, especially as the year continues with the collegiate sports. RTD Media, we look forward to hearing more from you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, y'all too.
All right. Talk to you later. That was pretty cool. They came to the back porch on Saturday that was held at Nano's, and we haven't talked about that yet, but we'll talk about it in the next hour. But they really share some information about sports and how they cover it that really helped me possibly have an interest in listening to the things. I mean, because it's disassociation that happens for me once people start talking football. But yeah, they definitely, the way they were presenting it, I was like, okay, now this makes sense because it connects to things that I actually care about beyond the game. Yeah, but it's pretty good. Y'all, we're going to take this break. Stay tuned to the Front Porch right here on WBOK what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
This news report is brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans.
This is Dr. Jaquil Ross, the host for Talk That, NOLA Education, brought to you by New Schools for New Orleans. On Talk That, we'll be focusing on the amazing work of educators and students happening inside and around public schools in New Orleans. Our school communities are full of so much talent and promise, so let's talk about it. This month, we'll be joined by Jamar McNeely, Jarrell Bryant, and Dana Peterson for a discussion focused on the importance of Black men in education. Also, we will hear from Kathleen Harris, Dr. Sheila Guidry, and Dr. Kelly Jordan to talk about how NSNO and NOLA Public Schools are supporting a growing English language learner population in our schools. Following that, we will have a conversation with a few representatives from NOLA Public Schools to talk about the upcoming enrollment window for school year 26-27 using the New Orleans Common Application process. So tune in to Talk That, NOLA Education, every Monday at 12:30 p.m. on 12:30 a.m. To learn more about NSNO and our programs, visit newschoolsforneworleans.org.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. President Trump says migration from all third world countries is paused permanently until the U.S. immigration system recovers. This follows the fatal shooting of a National Guard member by an Afghan national who Attorney General Pam Bondi says should have never been allowed into the country.
They did very little, if minimal, vetting on all of these people.
Trump vows to remove non-citizens who aren't net assets. Jaquan Stembridge, the youngest assistant secretary in Georgia GOP history, has resigned after being caught in a child sex predator sting in Athens. Stembridge, who chairs Georgia Teen Republicans, allegedly tried to meet an underage boy. No arrests have been made, and the party will fill his vacant post. And boxing stars Shadeja Green and Clarissa Shields are trading jabs online. Green accuses Shields of lying in a video montage, while Shields dismisses the feud as hype and points to her record. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Once out strolling one very hot summer's day, when I thought I'd lay myself down to rest in a big field of tall grass. I lay there in the sun and felt it caressing my face as I fell asleep and dreamed. I dreamed I was in a Hollywood movie, and that I was the star of the movie. This really blew my mind. The fact that me, an overfed, long-haired, leaping gnome, should be the star of a Hollywood movie. But there I was. I was taken to a place, the Hall of the Mountain King. I stood high upon a mountain top, naked to the world, in front of every kind of girl. There was long ones, tall ones, short ones, brown ones, black ones, round ones, big ones, crazy ones. Out of the middle came a lady. She whispered in my ear, hot flames of fire roaring at my back. As she disappeared, but soon she returned. In her hand was a bottle of wine, in the other a glass. She poured some of the wine from the bottle into the glass and raised it to her lips. And just before she drank it,
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White.
And I'm Eddie Francis. Good morning.
And on the other side of the glass is super producer Naren Sanders. And I have never understood this song ever. It's a vibe, but I've never understood what they were saying in this song.
What? Spill the wine.
That's not what it sounds like he's saying. And I've never looked it up with Google and all, but it just never made sense to me. But there's that.
You have to be. This is one of those songs you have to be. You have to be in a certain mood to appreciate it. You really do.
It'll shift.
We won't
your
talk
mood.
about the mood much,
But I'm saying
it
it shifts you into that mood just listening to it.
Yeah, I mean, you sway. This is a body sway song. You just sway. That's all you do.
Yes. Well, Eddie,
you got to feel it. You got to feel it.
I guess so. We've got some company. Good morning, and we'd like to welcome Rebecca Dietz here to the Front Porch, coming to us from City Park. And we've been playing Christmas music. It's time. It's time. Yes. Welcome to the Front Porch. How are you today?
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for inviting me to the Front Porch.
Absolutely.
Happy to be here.
Absolutely. Now, City Park is a place that if you are from the city of New Orleans, probably holds a special place in your heart. I am 48, and the birthday parties and the shelters, the train.
I was gonna say the train.
Yes, the train around the entire park, and then the different rides, amusement rides, especially the carousel. Those are just some of the things that are inside City Park. Tad Garmley, the walking trails, the different sculpture areas. There's so much that City Park offers that a lot of people forget about. So now it's the time, when Mariah Carey, she sings, it's time. It's time for like the most festive time that happens at City Park.
It is. Can you believe we're here?
This year went January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November.
Correct.
And we're at the end.
Me too. I feel the same way.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
we
flown by.
are here. Christmas season 2025. It is December 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
Here we are.
So this year, Christmas in the Oaks.
Yes, celebration in the Oaks. Yes, it
Mm-hmm.
is a really exciting and vibrant time at City Park. It is our largest fundraiser. We welcome about 135,000 people into the park from November 28th to January 1st. Mm-hmm. And it is where lifelong memories are created for the holidays.
Yeah.
Yes, and riding through is one experience, but walking through is a different experience.
Yeah.
And weather permitting, because that's always the thing. If it's cold and it's rainy, I don't want to go outside. But if the weather is nice and you get to walk through and see all of the efforts that go into setting up celebration in the Oaks, and then there are so many other things that are available for attendees. So what's on tap this year?
Well, we like to try to keep it fresh each year and add new exhibits, new experiences, while also keeping some of the traditional things in place. Cajun Night Before Christmas in the Botanical Garden is a fan favorite. The Holiday Express train is also a favorite. Roasting marshmallows in the amusement park. All of those are still there, but we've added a few more lighting exhibits along the train route. You can see many more lights this year along the train route. We added a native bird exhibit, birds made out of lights. It's just gorgeous. All the lights along City Park Avenue are beautiful. We also lit some trees in the public areas of the park along the Great Lawn, Anselman Drive, to kind of welcome you into the experience, even if you're just hanging out with your family on a cool December evening.
Yes, yes. I'm excited, and I really want to talk a lot more about this because although it says City Park, it of course is a staple in the city of New Orleans. But when we talk about funding right now, particularly, um, this is one of the things that helps support and keep the park running. So, how does this work, and how will the efforts of people coming to do the walking tour or go through the exhibits, uh, where will their contributions be going to support?
Directly to support City Park. So people can feel really good about buying a ticket to Celebration in the Oaks. You're not only enjoying a holiday tradition in the city, but you're supporting the day-to-day operations of the park. It does account for about 10% of our annual operating budget, which is significant and allows us to care for 1,300 acres of public green space in the city of New Orleans. We're proud to steward that space on behalf of the community, and this is just one way people can give back while also creating memories.
Yes, absolutely. And there's so many different things going on in the park. If you're entering from Esplanade and City Park, of course, you have that entrance that welcomes you in as you're heading toward Noma. But then the Children's Museum is now in City Park. Like
Yes.
all of these things that people are not even, you don't think about how vast
Yes.
City Park is. Then you have, there's an area for people to host events within the middle of the park, but then actually around the amusement area, there's several different spaces for you to hold events. And how many people have been booking this past year?
Well, gosh, we have millions of people come in and out of the park every year. Excuse me, sorry. This cold
It's
weather.
okay. Yeah, the
cold
warm,
weather
the
gets
cold,
to
the
me.
warm. Yes.
We have millions of people come in and out of the park every year. For Celebration in the Oaks, we see about 130, 140,000 people. One thing that I want to highlight, it's really important for us, and we've seen the highest return this year, is our community ticket program. We want to make sure that this event feels accessible to the entire community. So thanks to the generosity of Ochsner Children's Hospital, they underwrite a community ticket program. We partnered with 70 nonprofits this year and are offering over 5,400 complimentary tickets to both the driving tour and the walking tour to local nonprofits. So it's something really exciting, something we're proud of. Again, this isn't just about revenue for the park. It's a really important revenue source for the park, but it also is a holiday tradition for all New Orleanians.
Absolutely. It's a long-standing tradition. Now, I, as an educator, I have brought several groups of students. There are things that happen during the day, but at night there are different celebrations and different performances. Any eye-catching or different changes to the schedule of who's going to be available to perform this year?
So this year we actually aren't having any live performances, but what we do have are more activations inside of the garden, as well as inside of the amusement park. So we have Peppermint Post, which is where you can leave your wishes for Santa Claus or whomever else you want to send your wishes to. Again, we roast marshmallows. We have free hot chocolate if you're walking through the amusement park. Again, the train is something I highly recommend. It feels like a long wait. It's really not. We have 3 trains running. They come quickly. And it's a beautiful experience. So we hope to bring back more of these performances. When I first started going to Celebration in the Oaks, I remember seeing church groups and school groups.
Yes.
And it was a really special opportunity to come see your children, your grandchildren, whoever, your friends, your neighbors. So we're hoping to bring that back. I think it died down a little bit during COVID. Like most things. So slowly but surely, we're going to bring back some live performances.
That's awesome. Now, the community ticket program are the organizations listed and who are participating in that for our listening audience if they are in need. Is that listed somewhere for them to find out where they can seek the community tickets?
Yes, definitely. So we did proactively reach out to about 110 community nonprofits, received requests from 70. I think it's 71 now as of today.
All right.
But we're happy to list the groups that have been awarded tickets. Absolutely. Probably celebrationintheoaks.com is the best place to go. And if you go, there's an area to leave a question. We can respond to it.
Perfect. Also, with this particular, with this event, and the cost of things go up. Has the cost of admission increased? And if so, what are the costs of the tickets?
It has not increased this year.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes. Listen, wherever you can get your breaks.
I agree. And like I said, we really want to make this an event that can be enjoyed by everyone. Again, acknowledging it is a revenue source for the park. It's important for us to keep up, again, 1,300 acres. But we want it to be accessible for as many people as possible. So no, the price did not go up. We also have value nights at Celebration in the Oaks.
Okay.
So 9 of the nights, I believe it's 9. It's either 7 or 9 of the nights are discounted $15 off the price of admission for both the driving tour and the walking tour. And those are listed celebrationintheoaks.com. We have a calendar. It's very user friendly. It will show you which days are full price days, which days are discount value nights, and which nights are bike nights, which is actually tonight through the 4th. The driving tour is for bicycles only, and it's $7, and you can come in with your bike and your family, and we have whole groups come in and they've put lights on their bikes. It is so much fun. And this year we have a pedal pit stop. We have all these clever names that I have to remember. The pedal pit stop is halfway through the driving tour. You can stop, get refreshments, use the restroom.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's nice.
really cool.
That
Kind of
is really
extend
cool.
the experience.
So so just for clarification, there are 6 nights left on the discount nights, and so one was last night, but you also have December 9th, 10th, 11th, 16th, 17th, and January 1st. I grew up on Dumaine Street. So I walked right up the street to the park. And I feel like we take the presence of City Park for granted in the city. So, knowing that Celebration in the Oaks is such a valuable part of the park's revenue, talk about how City Park, and a park like it, Audubon or whatever, how does it really anchor our quality of life in New Orleans?
Well, it's not just your backyard park, right? It's not just where you walk out your front door or down your street to find peace or family or community or recreation. It's also that for the entire community. So we have pocket parks here in New Orleans where around the corner, right, you might find a little park with a field and maybe a playground. Not all neighborhoods have that. So City Park is 1,300 acres of that quality of life. It also, I think, why it's so important, specifically City Park is so important, is because it does offer so many different things to different people. You can take a walk by yourself, and you can walk for 10 minutes or an hour. You can ride your bike. You can ride a bike with a group. You can play soccer with family and friends. You can play football and go to Tad Gormley Stadium, which is just iconic. You can also walk through an urban forest and see species of birds that you can't see anywhere else in the city. So it really just offers something for everyone. That's why I think it is so special. It genuinely, to me, is the heart of the city.
And don't forget your photo shoots.
Right.
Photo
shoots,
People must do
weddings.
When I got married, I'm telling you, I have the pictures. My pictures were, I used different places in City Park, in front of the museum, over by the bridge near where the casino is. Like, I have pictures all around City Park. And for sure, the water opportunities to do the pedal boats and also the other boats that are there. There's so much to do there, but a lot of times we look at the facade or the piece in the front, and we keep going.
And you keep going. Yeah. Yes, I encourage everyone to come in and stay for a while. It might be the only opportunity some kids in this community have to ever go on a roller coaster, right? And we do take for granted that we have an amusement park right in the middle of the city. I do encourage everyone to take advantage of as much as possible in City Park. It is an urban oasis. It's an oasis in the middle of our urban city. It can offer peace, quality of life, community, time with family. It really offers something for everyone.
Yeah. Well, I'm thankful because my son got the chance to work at Cafe Du Monde.
Oh,
and
nice.
So, yeah, we had to talk to the character, and we walked him up and said, "Listen, do you need help?" And the manager said, "Yes." All right, listen, this kid needs a job. And he loved it. He absolutely loved it. He talked about how he would go, and when he was on a break, he actually enjoyed sitting, having some beignets and just watching stuff. And so it really did. It was kind of a coming of age for him. So thank you, City Park.
Of course, absolutely. I find one thing we hope to do more of is more education in the park, where young people can come and enjoy being in the park, but also learn what are the trees that they're looking at, how long have the trees been there. Some of the trees in City Park are over 800 years old.
Right.
And I know at least my kids have a hard time even comprehending that 800 years. So there's a lot of history, a lot of culture, a lot of wonderful things exist in the park.
For sure. And the backdrop is unmatched. I think I have been in so many different areas of the park. It's like every so often you find another place. And then there's also, what is the name of the hall that's close to Pan Am Stadium?
Oh goodness.
There's a place that they rent out. There's an event space it's on
the Arbor Room.
There you go.
Yes, it's beautiful,
and a lot of people don't even know that that's back there.
Yes. So I don't know how familiar y'all are, but City Park completed a master plan this past summer. We spent 2 years with members of the community talking about how City Park serves the community and how it can serve the community for even better and longer. Where should we invest in the park? And largely what we heard from people after really listening was that they love their part of the park and they want it to be there for generations to come, and they want us to spend our money improving upon things. There are some elements that they want to see more of. They want to add some things, but really largely improve the space that's already there, improve the lagoons, which we should have boats on the water, right? I look forward to that happening. But one thing we talked a lot about in that planning process was connection. So many people really only associate City Park with the south half, right? NOMA, the Children's Museum, Tad Gormley, the amusement park. But there's a whole area on the north of 610, which is mostly nature and trails and opportunities for recreation. And we really want to double down on that in the future.
Absolutely. And there's so many places that you can explore in City Park. We didn't even talk about the tennis courts, the putt, and all of the things that you can do and get people outside, because, this is the time of year where the sun is out. It's not out as often, but you can at least, for people who are looking to seek connection, you can run into people. If you're going on your evening or morning walk, you can bump into people, say hello, and run into people that you know. But what's the website and the socials for the Celebration in the Oaks?
celebrationintheoaks.com. You are going to stump me on the socials because
we can get to the socials from the website.
Just old enough not to memorize the socials. City Park.
That's fine.
That's fine.
My team is laughing at me right now.
That's okay. That's okay.
Don't stress about it. But you can go to citypark.
Yes.
.org and celebrationintheoaks.com for tickets. You can find out the discount days, also find out the routes that you can take as well. And then also spend some time on the website and see how you can incorporate some free fun in some free nature and get those kids from in front of the TV and outside of the video game world and go actually play some games with some people.
Oh, I do want to file one complaint, though, because I did appear on Santa's naughty list going through Celebration in the Oaks.
That happens.
That's my one complaint.
That does happen, especially to the grown-ups. I will do a little plug for our botanical garden is free and open to the public every Wednesday.
Cool.
It's really an amazing place to visit. I highlight everything in City Park. I could sit here all day and talk about all the things there are to do. But when you mentioned, free things to do in nature, the botanical garden really is special.
Perfect. Free every Wednesday. And you know what? We might have to bring the front porch out to City Park. We do that.
We would love to have you. Oh, yes, let's make that happen.
Absolutely. Well, Rebecca Dietz. Yes, it was wonderful having you here, and also you have an open invitation to come and join us here on the front porch to let us know what changes and things are happening over at City Park, and just to let our community know there are things accessible for you that you all are making sure is accessible to them.
Yep.
Thank you for
having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's the front porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. See you on the other.
Good morning and happy Monday. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News, and here's a look at today's headlines. Happening today, the New Orleans City Council must vote on a budget for next year. It comes amid a growing budget deficit, which Mayor-elect Helena Moreno says could total more than $200 million in 2026. Moreno says her budget plan will include furloughs and layoffs to non-public safety positions. That vote by council members is expected this morning. Then something not happening today, that Border Patrol operation in our city. NBC News is citing a source from Homeland Security who says the operation will start sometime later this week. Approximately 250 Border Patrol agents are already in town to carry out the Trump administration's latest immigration enforcement crackdown. And the NOPD is searching for whoever is responsible for a triple shooting that left one woman dead and injured two others. It happened yesterday evening in Central City, moments after a second line ended. We're told a 26-year-old woman was found shot on Magnolia Street. She later died from her injuries. A 16-year-old boy and an adult man were also injured in the gunfire. And finally, big sports news. Lane Kiffin has landed in Baton Rouge and will officially address the media as coach of the LSU Tigers. That is expected to happen later today around 3:30 p.m. And that's a look at today's headlines. I'm Morgan Lentis with WDSU News. Have a great day.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityWealthManagement.com. Earn Your Leisure is a financial literacy platform that wants more people from more backgrounds to learn how to invest. They host events throughout the year, including their annual Invest Fest. Speaking to Bloomberg, Earn Your Leisure co-founder Rashad Bilal says one space he's trying to get more people interested in is investing in Africa.
The continent has immense resources. Obviously, everybody knows that. The youngest population. So I think that there's a lot of enthusiasm right now about Africa. There's a lot of success stories that's happening in Africa right now. So I think that that's something that our audience has been very enthusiastic about.
Earn Your Leisure co-founder Rashad Bilal. Bloomberg recently hosted the Africa Business Summit in Johannesburg to discuss some of the top issues and opportunities in the continent. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
On the golf tee, it's Skechers World Champions Cup. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. It's PGA Champions Tour golfers from all over the world. Team USA versus Team Europe versus Team International. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. The competition will be tense, but feet will be comfy. Tune in to Skechers World Champions Cup. Final round of golf on Sunday, December 7th on ABC, 1 to 5 p.m.
New Orleans never sleeps, and neither does WBOK. Now, every voice, every moment, and every show is in your pocket. Search WBOK Media wherever you get podcasts. Download, share, rate us 5 stars. Because when you support us, you amplify Black voices and the New Orleans culture.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Losing a loved one is tough enough. Do you really want your family dealing with court battles and paperwork on top of it?
Whether you choose a will or a trust, Think ahead. Take care of your family. Let them focus on healing instead of headaches. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And I'm Eddie Francis. Good morning.
And on the other side of the glass is the producer, Nyron Sanders. That was a pretty cool interview with Rebecca Dietz from City Park. Yeah, I love City Park. I have so many fond memories of City Park because I grew up in Gentilly. So that was a park. My daddy would put our bikes in his truck and we go riding our bikes in City Park and then getting ice cream from the casino and then playing underneath. I don't even know. We call it the Coliseum, but it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But we call it that. We had practice, cheerleader dance practice. In the summertime, we practiced in that area. So I definitely have some great memories. And as an adult, my best friend and I, we would walk in the mornings between that early show and this show to pray and just talk. And so, like, there's so many different things that you forget that's available to you for $0.
I'm glad that she joined us to explain that the money that they charge for Celebration in the Oaks is part of the revenue stream for the park, because that's one of the things you start asking yourself, well, how much money does it take to operate this place, to keep it clean? Because there was a point when it was touch and go with City Park as far as cleanliness, but now it looks really nice. And it makes me appreciate that even though you don't want to pay any extra money, but it does make me appreciate that the money that I was spent to go to Celebration in the Oaks goes to the upkeep of the park.
Right.
And that makes it a little less, painful.
People who work for the park have to set up all of that stuff, and that don't happen during regular hours.
And it goes towards paying people. I actually meant to ask her how many people work for City Park, because I'm curious about that. But think about all your friends and your family who have jobs over there.
Right. And there's so many different people. So you have the arborists that have to take care of the living foliage that's there. You have people who have to make sure that the animal's okay, because if somebody is infected and they continue to infect others, they got to keep an eye on that. Yes, maintenance, but that's just the people who work on the machine.
That's the tip of the iceberg.
Right. The
City Park Police.
Hello?
Yeah.
There are so many different things that go into maintaining that space, and it's such a vast space. It's so vast.
Yeah.
But it's available to us, and we kind of think what are we gonna do there? Oh, what about City Park?
Let's go to City Park.
I didn't even think.
Yeah. How many bootleg weddings have you been to in City Park?
I actually have not been to bootleg weddings in City Park, but I have been to weddings at, is it Two Sisters that's in City Park? The event space that's right next to
I don't
something close to that. I can't remember that. But I've been there, and then in the Sculpture Garden, I've been to a wedding there, but I haven't been to.
No. I'm talking to bootleg weddings.
Like a backyard wedding?
Where people wind up,
City Park?
they go to a tree and get married at a tree.
I mean,
I've been to a couple.
Some of them weddings last longer than them expensive weddings, so I ain't
hating. Yeah, some of them do. I know one that didn't. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, I don't have a problem with
Yeah.
it. I just think it's hilarious. Like any given time, sometimes City Park, you just see a couple next to a tree
I think that's
holding hands.
I think that's smart.
Listen, I am so with it. If you like it, I love it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Far be it from me to be a wedding critic. I'm not a wedding critic at all.
Matter of fact, if I thought to do it again, I probably would have done it at the carousel.
Listen.
Halima and I, you could have your whole reception in City Park, in the amusement park.
We were a step away from doing that.
Really?
Oh, we were close.
Yeah.
We were very close because we wanted a wedding we could pay for.
Yeah.
And so we found a spot. We worked out our budget. We found a spot. We're like, listen, we can pay for this out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we did. We did a wedding that was out of pocket.
Yeah, we did too.
And that thing was paid for a month after it happened.
Yeah, no, nobody should be paying the finance charges after you say I do. All them bills need to be paid before you walk down the aisle. I'm serious. And knowing the cost of weddings at the time, I don't think we paid $30,000 for our wedding, but maybe around that. Maybe we ain't high five it, but we were tap dancing close to it. But like we had almost 400 people at our reception. And the cost of what it cost then versus what it cost now, man. Listen, meet us at City Park. Meet us at City Park. The chairs will be arranged. There will be food. Listen, we'll spend the money on the food and the liquor, but no. And again, I had a time. My mama was so happy to be able to put on a wedding that was amazing. But man, listen.
So if you think about it,
if I had to do it again,
yeah. You think about it. You do your bootleg wedding. Okay, you barely had to pay anything. You had to pay somebody to come out and do the thing. That's fine. Are you really spending a lot of money to put money back into the park by going to Celebration in the Oaks? You're not really spending a lot of money.
No, you're not.
So thank the people for letting them host your bootleg wedding at the tree.
And then go pay the people the money to
go ahead and pay the
walk
people.
Or ride through. Yeah, indeed.
Pay that little money.
But like really, City Park has such a special place in my heart, even for my kids, because they had their birthday parties there. So from childhood beyond, and we forget about it so often. So go holler at the good people over at City Park, y'all.
Enjoy Celebration in the Oaks. Yep.
Yes. Now, Saturday night. We talked about it a little bit. Saturday night was the back porch. It was at Nano's Cajun Cuisine and Pastries. Shout out to Chef Sherman and your staff. I love them. We had our back porch, and I think we collected about 10 winter coats, 10 or 15. I gotta look back and see. And because some people had brought coats the day before. So that was pretty cool. Shout out to y'all for bringing those coats and contributing. And there's still time to give. The last day is going to be December 14th, but you can bring them here to the station at 909 South Norman C. Francis Parkway. We are in Xavier South. You can drop by and drop your gently used or new coat. And the link is still up for the tickets if you want to donate that way. So either or. We appreciate your assistance. We had Renisha from Covenant House who came to talk with us. They not just met their goal, they exceeded their goal.
Oh, congrats.
But of course, they service a large population of young adults from ages 16 through 22. Some of those residents have children themselves and are in need of support. Diapers, clothes, things of that nature. So even if it's a child's coat, please make sure that you drop that here by the station, because they will be giving out winter kits to the residents, and we want to make sure that they meet their threshold of supplying those things to those young people that are unhoused. Yes.
Okay, very cool.
Really, really cool. So that was really a good thing.
I was no good on Saturday night. I couldn't do anything. It was messed up Because Halim and I decided to go to a gala on Friday night.
Oh.
It was great. Shouts out to the good folks from Southern. Beautiful gala. The Isley Brothers performed. And it was an open bar. So Saturday was a really slow day.
Ew.
And we had all intentions. Of going to. We had all intentions of going downtown, hanging out, and enjoying the Bayou Classic. I mean, she had on her Hampton jacket. I had on my little Tennessee State hat and all that stuff. We had lunch with folks. We had a good time. And we said, yeah, let's go downtown. And then on the way downtown, I looked at her and she looked at me and we were like, are you sleepy? I said, yeah, I'm sleepy. Let's go home.
That is the best key to picking a partner. Somebody who's ready to go when you go.
Oh, let me tell you, it works well.
Yeah.
It works well. We never, that's a good point because we never have drama over that.
Uh-huh.
We never do.
Listen, that is the best.
Yeah.
When you have somebody who you say, y'all give each other a look and like, you ready? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all.
It was 5 p.m. It was 5 p.m. People coming out from the game and I was like, come on, we can't waste the night. We got to go out. We got to go do something. And she said, yeah, let's go. And then, we didn't make it.
No.
So, sorry, we didn't make it to the back porch.
It's okay. It's quite okay.
It was just, we were moving really slowly.
That's okay. That is quite fine.
Yeah.
It was amazing. The food was amazing. There's some kind of drink that...
some kind of drink?
that the manager made for me, and she's getting it a patent. So she couldn't tell me what was in it.
Oh, really?
But it was delicious.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Plus, they put mango in it.
What?
Yummy. And it was just a good time Saturday, after having been at Fan Fest and the Wellness Yard.
Mm-hmm.
That was really, really cool. And I went home and took a nap so that I could be, able to interact with people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I'm tired or I'm cranky,
you have to recharge.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
I understand that. I completely understand that.
But it was a really good time. And the goal yesterday was to do nothing, was to stay in the bed, which I did for most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I hung out, and I don't know why. I knew Myra had to go to work. CJ had to go to work. And Kamara and I were going to kind of be hanging out at home in between them coming and going. And I was like, I wonder how much bikes are right now. Because during COVID, they were expensive.
Yeah.
They were they gotten up to like $1,000. And I have a bike at home, but I wanted a newer bike. But I was like, I don't want to pay $1,000 for a bike.
No.
Well, Academy in Gretna had a Huffy on sale. I think with tax, I paid $112 for it.
That's cool.
Yes.
That's a nice bike too.
Yeah. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
So I have a brand new bike. I've tricked it out. I got lights. I got lights on the front. I got lights on the back.
It was so funny. I mean, you came to the door with your helmet on and everything, and I was like, wait a minute, Kimber, you're an urbanite.
I am.
You like a straight up urbanite.
I am.
You were catching a bus, you're biking.
Yes.
You were of the city now.
I am. And, for me, the initial cause was because this perimenopause weirdness that I'm hearing there are multiple stages to the pausing.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting fogged where I would be driving and not remember sections.
You would just get a sudden brain fog?
Yeah.
Okay.
In sections of space of me driving, I don't remember.
Really?
I was like, yeah, this ain't safe. I feel like worse than driving drunk. So I started catching the bus. And so I'll drive in the evening on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I started catching a bus, but then the other thing that was the other catalyst was parking downtown.
Yeah,
garbage.
No, it's not fun.
Garbage.
It's not fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Garbage. So got the bike. It was already assembled when I got there. Um, got my little stuff that you need to be safe on the bike. And I rode from Academy to Myri's job. She works at Jersey Mike's. Then I biked from there home.
Okay.
And it was cool.
Very cool.
I was like, you know what? If this is me getting my patterns ready for the rest of my life, I'm in a good place.
I mean, it's not a bad way to get ready for the next part. So the bike. I mean, yeah, because I saw the bike and I was like, I need to do this. I need to get a bicycle.
Yes, he needs to go now.
Yeah.
And the people at the Gretna Academy were really nice. So
Yeah, we have one right down the road from us. So
Okay.
yeah.
like
I'll
I
go check them
assembled
out.
everything standing in front of the counter.
That's pretty cool.
They were really, really nice to me. So
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
really cool.
Thank you to the staff over at the Academy Sports over in Gretna. And thank you for indulging me. I mean, literally, all the packages of the things that I put on that bike, they let me unwrap packages and put it on the bike. So, yeah, shouts out y'all for that.
There we go.
We're going to take this break. Stay tuned to the Front Porch right here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Today is a WDSU First Warning Weather Impact Day for possible heavy rain for the evening commute and overnight hours. The first half of the day will be mostly cloudy. Highs rise from 62 to 69. Rain starts mid-afternoon closer to evening. There's a low risk of flash flooding. Rain moves out before the Tuesday morning commute with lows in the 40s. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
It's off the top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
While the city of New Orleans continues to wrestle with a $160 million budget shortfall, it seems citizens are left with no definitive explanation about who's exactly responsible for this financial mess. This fiscal fiasco threatened to leave city employees and vendors unpaid, and it sent the city council stepping to the state with hat in hand pleading for approval of a $125 million bridge loan to cover payroll. The State Bond Commission said okay, but the city leaders had to agree that the state legislative auditor would oversee how the city spends that money. I believe there should be an investigation by the state attorney general to get to the bottom of this mess to determine where the fault lies. There has been lots of finger-pointing. The council blames the mayor's administration, the administration blames the council. Sources with knowledge of city government tell me that the blame lies squarely at the feet of Mayor LaToya Cantrell and her chief administrative officer, Gilbert Montano, who, by the way, resigned to take a cushy job as chief of staff at the Audubon Nature Institute. It was only a month after Montano left City Hall that the deficit mess was exposed. Montano has a history where deficits are concerned. Before taking the job as CAO of the city of New Orleans, he held the position of deputy CAO and chief of staff for the city of Albuquerque, New Mexico. That city had deficits of $24 million in 2017 and $40 million in 2018. While there were no conclusions about who was responsible for the shortfalls in Albuquerque, the record shows that Gilbert Montano was on watch. On watch as CAO here in New Orleans, Montano was the chief budget officer. The CAO is the budget officer named in the city charter, not the mayor or not the council. CAOs have the responsibility for development, oversight, and execution of the city's annual budget. As such, the CAO is held to be the authority in budget matters. Earlier this year, in testimony before the city council, the city finance office reported that cash flow was in dire straits. Montano pushed back, telling the council that things weren't that bad. Well, we now know that things were that bad, and even worse than we could have imagined. The question is this a matter of incompetence or malfeasance? We taxpayers have a right to know, damn it. This is Norman Robinson off the top.
You've got responsibilities, but that doesn't mean your dreams are on hold. At Southern University at New Orleans, our evening and weekend college is designed with your life in mind. Finish your degree, start a new one, on your time, your degree, your schedule. No excuses, just opportunity. Visit suno.edu and make your next move today.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree.
And I'm Eddie Francis. Good morning.
And on the other side of the glass is producer Nara Sanders. Yes, we have survived Bayou Classic weekend. I have set new goals. Have you set new goals for this final month of 2025?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. You ain't got to. Just an option.
Sorry.
Just an option.
I dropped the ball on that. I did not set any goals.
I mean,
no goals.
It's all good.
I'm a no goal having somebody.
Aww.
But tomorrow is Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
So give to your favorite nonprofit or your high school, college, alma mater, whoever, your favorite cause. And I talked about this actually on the way forward, that you never know. You may think that $5 donation won't make a difference, but you never know when it will. Mm-hmm. And the story I told is that Halima and I, we joined the folks at the TEP Center for their gala a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, and I missed it because we had a different event.
It was really nice. It was really, really nice.
And that was the night of the musical tribute to Mrs. Veronica Dallas Dorsey.
It was.
And it was like, I gotta be there.
I know, exactly. And I was trying to fit two things and I couldn't do it. But you know, we told folks, listen, no amount is too small. They took us up on it. Joke was giving us $5. And not only did we meet the fundraising goal that night, we exceeded it. Mm-hmm. And so those $5, $25 donations did something.
Yeah.
They help. So tomorrow for Giving Tuesday, whatever your favorite nonprofit is, your favorite cause, whatever it is, if you are so moved to support it tomorrow, support it. You never know what your donation is going to do.
There you go. Giving Tuesday, your favorite nonprofit. If you love what they're doing in the community, that takes money. It takes money, and every little bit helps. Mm-hmm. Every little bit helps. And just a reminder again, today is World AIDS Day. We are still dealing with it. And we still need to get people informed on how to stay protected as life is going to continue to life. But there's some things that we can avoid if we take precautions. So, yeah, like this is a sobering thing to consider, because I remember when I was in high school, they were basically saying that Baton Rouge was a hotbed.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, well, I don't live in Baton Rouge, but we ain't far.
No.
And we're not far behind.
People do travel.
Yeah.
They do travel.
Yeah, we're not far behind, and we really have to do a lot better with informing people. I think we are a little better about the stigma.
Yeah.
We're a little
better.
Yeah,
a little better. It's interesting. People are okay talking about it until, pardon the pun, until it lands on their front porch.
Yeah, literally.
And they're the ones who have to deal with it, and the people closest to them. And I think you have to be serious. You have to be willing to talk about it. And you have to be willing to accept people's lifestyles that go along with it. Because there's some folks who are like, well, if they didn't do such and such, then this wouldn't happen. And it's like, well, that's not really the conversation.
And do we say that about people who weren't a part of said lifestyle that you're trying to put this on? Exactly. It touches everybody. That's why we talk about barriers, and you putting a barrier between you and people that you're engaging in. That has nothing to do with the mix, okay? Anyway, 504-582-9422. About to get hot.
Uh-oh.
Good morning, Pam.
Good morning, Front Porch family. How are you all doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing real good. I just wanted to shout out Nanos and Chef and his his food. Oh, gosh, it was so good. And the professionalism of his workers. Everybody was smiling, helpful. It was comfortable. They lit the little heaters up outside, and just enough breeze was blowing where you weren't cold, you weren't hot. And it was just a wonderful time, and it was good to see the people that we got to see. I felt good that I could bring 2 nice coats, and I'm looking forward to another back porch again. I can't wait. And I tell you, I just wanted to share that with you all, and taking pictures with Kimba and her husband and everything, and Graylin and everybody, and me and my honey cuddled up together. It was just really nice.
Yes, it was indeed. And it's great to see you as always.
Thank you so much. I won't hold y'all. I know you got to go. Love y'all.
Love you right
Love you
back.
back.
Have a good one, Pam.
All right.
So yeah, that's a nice bow tie on this weekend, and I'm glad we were able to catch up, and you got to see Black Beauty too.
Yes,
That's the name of my life.
I was happy to meet Black Beauty.
Yes,
and Black Helmet.
Yeah, Black Beauty, Black Helmet. So y'all, if y'all see me, give me a beep on your car horn. I think I am hoping that by the time all of my hormone levels are steady, it'll be like before it gets unbearably cold. Because again, I just do not want to put other people at risk, nor myself. Yeah.
No, we don't want to do that.
Well, y'all, thank you for joining us here on the Front Porch. Thank you for giving us 3 hours of your life that you will never get back. I want to thank our guests, Anitra Williams, and also Rebecca Dietz, and also Black Adam and JV from RTD Podcast. We had a really great conversation with all of our guests joining us here on this first day of December. It's time. Go ahead and blast your Christmas music. It's that time of year. I'm your host, Kimba White Dupree.
And I'm Eddie Francis.
And on the other side of the glass is Nyron. Remember, practice random acts of kindness. Do something nice for somebody else because it's a nice thing to do. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. And we will do the same. And we'll catch y'all on tomorrow. If the creek don't rise. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful Monday, and we're going to catch y'all on the flip. Peace.
Pache.
Front Front Porch.